KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
Sactown Sports 1140, your local sports leader. The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he.
At the end of the show, I don't. If they get left out here over the weekend, you know what's going to happen. I think that we should develop a different strategy when it comes to streaking when people are on vacation. I don't think we should ask them for streaking. I thought about that because we have the show text thread, and then the one communication pretty much. Jason did wish me a happy birthday, which was nice. But the one communication, he's a dork for wishing me a happy birthday. Okay. The one communication we've had consistently all week is we'll ask him for his streaking pick every day. And I feel like maybe we should
No,
what?
That's not true.
Oh, you've had other communications?
No, that's also not true.
What else do we talk?
It's not us asking for his streaking pick.
Oh, he's been sending it?
And then him asking us for our streaking pick.
Well, you did also send him a video clip yesterday. Do you remember? You know? No, don't look at your phone. No. I want to play the same thing. I want to play the same game you play with me. Do you not remember?
There was something that you did.
There we go.
Yeah, I do.
There we go.
I didn't send the video. I just told him.
I thought there was a video in there. You said this is where no?
Oh, the days before. Yeah.
By the way, sorry listeners, I just can't be specific on this, so sorry. This is one of those things where it's an inside joke between Chris and I know people hate that. I figured out what I was trying to say. It wasn't that. It really, on my kids, it wasn't. But the way I contorted my voice and words, the word I was going for, because it was bugging me all day. You asked me and I was like, yeah. But then I thought about it more and more throughout the rest of the day. And I was like, I think I was going to say tornado. Or maybe not. Maybe I blacked out. I don't know.
Tornado.
I think that there should be a new standing rule. When somebody's on vacation, I think the other two should come up with that person's streaking thing. I think what it should be is like, and we have to do it fair. Like, it can't be like Bill Hader from the Rangers.
Bill Hader?
I know. I don't know. That just popped out. Hello. We should it has to be somebody in like the top 15 of hitting. I don't know. He is sending in his streaking picks, but I don't want him to think about the show once while he's on vacation. I know that's impossible, but it would just be the more disconnected, the better. Same thing when you're gone. What? You
want everyone to be more disconnected.
I want when they're on vacation.
You do.
I know. I struggle probably maybe the most with that.
And then you're never happy when you check in. You're not happy because oh man, it kind of looks like they're struggling to come up with something. Or it's, oh man, they're doing really good on this segment. They don't need me at all.
You would have laughed if it was a meeting I was going over. We were talking about ratings yesterday. I hadn't checked in a minute, and Richie and I were going over them earlier in the week, and they go week by week by week. And so he was telling me a couple of them, and I on the call with him. I don't know if he caught this or not, but he was going over everything. And then we had some really good weeks, and then one week was a little better than the one before. And I caught that was the week I was on vacation, and then I got really sad for a second, and then the following week was really good too, so I was fine.
You know what I tell you?
Huh?
We break on time when you're on vacation.
Well, I could live with that. I could live with our ratings increasing when I'm on vacation due to the formatics of the show. But
you know how we could really figure it out?
Huh?
Is if you break on time.
Oh, and
We
then
can compare the two.
Well, but you know what I'm gonna think? I'm gonna think if that's the case, it's wow. This looks like a weird. This is a weird looking outfit I'm wearing right now. I didn't check it. When it goes to the angle it is right now, it's like I think it matches, but it was kind of dark this morning because I had to be really quiet this morning. Shockingly,
Set the screen.
yeah, my wife and daughter. It's one of those things where like I can't. There's nothing I can do. I have been preaching at my child, my eldest, since we got back from vacation, 3 weeks ago? You are leaving for college on the 14th of August. Why don't you every day start putting your clothes away and start packing every day? And not one day did she heed my advice. So last night, as I had warned, they were basically, they're leaving today at 8 a.m., and I'm pretty sure she was up till about 3, 4 a.m. At least my daughter, God knows how late Melissa was up. And she saved everything for the end and then piles everything, and she's inevitably going to forget something that we're going to have to send down. I just want to make sure there's nothing else.
Sounds like someone I know.
Me? Procrastinate?
Forgetting something?
Well, yeah, that's true. I'm trying to think if there's anything I don't want shown here. I think this is fair. All right, I'm going to need your help because I want to show you and the audience the picture of my daughter's room I took yesterday morning when I got home, and she was gone. So I'm going to need you to help me with how to hold this in front of the camera.
Okay. Need to put that microphone back on because that turns our camera off. I got it. No. I got it. He's coming up. Bring it back. Keep going. It is out of focus. Keep going back. I see a lot of things there. Not a good understanding of what it is.
It is. Sorry if you couldn't see that well. It was an absolute trash bin. I love my daughter, but she is a slob. I mean, just...
That's a sign of high intelligence.
Funny, she's said that too. Now listen, I was definitely not Mr. Clean Room growing up. As a matter of fact, she never the same way. And yeah, I've heard that as well. Lack of organization and sloppiness is a form of. But I grew up, and my room, laundry, everything is incredibly organized now. Incredibly organized now because I did what everybody should do when they're like that growing up. I did exactly what you're supposed to do. I grew up, I got married, and made sure that that was my wife's end of the chores. My wife, that's what she does. She organizes all the stuff.
Set the screen.
Grow up, get a spouse. They do it. You do the other stuff.
So she needs to get a husband.
No, what she needs to do is she needs to grow. She needs to get a good enough job when she gets out of college to where she could hire someone to come in and organize all that stuff. Then she doesn't have to do. I don't want her reliant on anyone. Organize. Get a housekeeper. Get like Alice from the Brady Bunch. So they're leaving today. Not me. Just not enough room in the car. And so I went into her room this morning, said goodbye, like 5 a.m. And man, it was one of those moments. I'm telling you. I know. I sometimes spend too much time talking about this stuff, but it's what's on my head in my head right now. Hey, thank you. Man, she was. I don't know how long she'd probably been asleep for 20 minutes, most likely. But I went in, and it was just one of those moments. She immediately she woke up and she smiled, and it was just like she was like when she used to be excited about being around her parents. She woke up, she smiled, big hug, love you, Daddy, I'll miss you. Then I tried to like break the hug, and she wouldn't, so we had second hug, and then and then now last year we went down for the first USC football game. That was in September.
Dave loves L.A. Dave loves it.
And then in October, I went down to take her to Paul
Dave
McCartney
loves L.A. Dave loves it.
for her birthday. So I saw her in September. I saw her in October. Then she came home for Thanksgiving. Year 2, as of right now, no plans to see her between now and Thanksgiving. And I refuse to believe I'm not going to see my child for, what would that be, September, up to about 3.5 months. Is that right? August, September? Yeah, that's not happening. Now I'm back to finding, now I have to find excuses to go to the place that I hate the most, Los Angeles, California. Now I have to make excuses to go do that, which is unfortunate. Parents came over. Oh wow! Now I'm seeing the delay on that on the room. It looks like a Jackson.
We got the schedule that came out.
The Kings schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're talking about LA games?
Kings at Clippers, October 21st.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's right. We'll be going over that today. Maybe that's an excuse. Whatever excuse necessary.
I think we actually said that yesterday too.
I think we did. Didn't we talk? That's what.
Earlier.
Yeah, because you played the road trip.
Yes.
Yes. Want to thank my parents as well, since we're on family. They came over last night. We had a kind of a combined Avery's leaving / late birthday dinner for me. And yes, the dinner was clam chowder. Yes, as my mom requested. And then because we'll all be doing stuff this weekend, I sent my parents back with approximately, I used an entire 5-pound bag of potatoes. We'll just put it that way. I made a vat of it and sent it home with them so they could eat off of it. It's always fun to listen to my mom and dad bicker on the way in and on the way out. And then inevitably at the end of the night, my dad does the whole, all right, honey, we got to go. And then my mother, God bless her, but she finds any possible excuse to extend the stay because she doesn't want to go. And I love her for it. And then she gets really mad at my dad when he asks her for like the 5th time, hey, it's time to go. Why don't you just calm down? Or something. Last night, and by the way, my mother is the absolute world heavyweight champion at extending these things, whatever it may be. And Mom, I love you. I'm saying this with love. If we're on the phone, okay, and I know that I need to begin wrapping up the call 3 to 5 minutes before I have to get off the phone, because my mom, dude, she does not care. She will just push through. We'll be talking, and then the official wrap-up.
Couldn't tell from yesterday.
Couldn't? The official wrap-up for me is, all right, Mommy, well, I love you. And that is generally the signal, like with anyone else in my family. Okay, well, I love you too. All right, stay in touch. Blah, blah, blah. That is the opening of the speed round for my mother. That is the kicking off of the speed round for her. So, all right, Mom, I love you. Okay, honey, I love you too. Hey, tell Avery that. And then it's, I would say the over-under on, all right, Mom, I love you is 3.5 before the final, because I love you is always the last thing we say. So I have to push through those. My mother is so unbelievably talented at that, and I love her for it, even if it's annoying at the time. Last night, she pulled out a new one, a delay tactic. Like Chris, you're a soccer fan, right? They call it S-housing. And what that means is like if a team's up 2-1 and you're in the final minute or two of the match of injury time, and let's say there's a shot on goal and the keeper of the team that's up a goal, he'll field the ball and then he'll fall to the ground. He'll get up. He'll adjust his, shin pads or whatever, shin guards.
He'll go to kick the ball, stop. Hey, everyone, get really far down there.
Exact. Do a whole thing. That is called S-word housing in the sport. My mom is the queen of that. So last night, she's at the table, and, it's a process with my mom. You got to get her out of the chair. You got to get her into her wheelchair. You got to get, it's a whole thing. And she goes, we're waiting by the door, and she asks Avery, can you get me a funnel?
Chug.
My mom brought over not a 2-liter, but like the ones you get at like AM, PM plastic bottle of Diet Sprite. And she poured it into, she got a glass. She asked for a glass with ice so she could pour it in. She has a little straw she drinks out of. I mean, like mother, like granddaughter, they're the two most high-maintenance people you will ever meet in your life. So she pours the bottle of Sprite into the glass we gave her, and you got a straw. I guess the ice had melted or she hadn't drank, whatever it was. But there was about a half a glass of Sprite left in the glass. My mother asks my daughter for a funnel so that she can pour the half glass of Sprite back into the Sprite bottle and take it home with her, along with the 7 gallons of clam chowder I gave her. And then, of course, she's pouring. I mean, that is the equivalent of the goalie moving everybody down the field. But this is also the same woman as well that will put, I don't know if she still does, but I grew up in a household where you put Ziploc bags in the dishwasher because they're perfectly fine to use a second time. I'd like to say it was an environmental thing, and I think that's something that I may have been told. But it was not an environmental thing. It was I grew up with parents of the Depression, and why not reuse a perfectly good Ziploc bag? Now, what probably happened is, in the process of putting the Ziploc bag in the dishwasher, I'm sure it melted some of that plastic, and throughout my childhood, I probably ate all kinds of plastics that are going to take years off my life. But hey, but the phenomenal thing is that when my parents come over for birthdays, somebody said to me, and I said it on the air the other day, it always sticks with me, that you are always, your childhood is still, it still exists no matter how old you are, as long as you have at least one of your parents. There's always a part of you that's still a kid. Well, I'm lucky enough to have both of mine. And when they come over, there are aspects where it doesn't matter how old I am a kid again. And one of those is they always bring a birthday present. There's always a sweet card, just like when I was a kid, where my dad will write a short little message. In this case, he was talking to me about the senior golf tour. It's usually always something, it's usually a rib or two at me. And then my mother will write the most sweet, flowery, like greatest message ever. And to the point where I save the cards because I know someday I'm going to want to read them. But I will say my parents have this knack for knowing me, shockingly. And last night, man, they brought over this big old box, wrapped up beautifully. My mom always insists, big silver bow. I am now the proud owner of a retro homemade ice cream maker. Retro, except that, and thank God, it has an automatic motor. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, so like I have one of those things called a Ninja Creamy, where it's all, super duper technology and makes you kind of a soft serve. You make all kinds of different ice creams, right? But this is like a legit old school ice cream maker. If you're not familiar, so this has think about like a white cylindrical plastic tub, and inside that tub, pretty much exactly the same height but not circumference, is a metal cylinder as well. Cylindrical, but you store the metal thing in the freezer, and then when you're ready to make ice cream, you fill up to a certain line with rock salt and ice. You pour it around the cylinder so that it keeps it kind of frozen, and then you make it home your ice cream mixture. And in most cases, I mean, it varies, but like for creamy chocolate, it's like heavy cream, 4 beaten eggs, half teaspoon of cornstarch for thickening, cocoa powder, whatever. You make the ice cream liquid, you pour it into the cylinder, and then it has this like automatic spatula. You turn the motor on, and it basically churns it for about 30 to 45 minutes. And when you pull it out, you have super soft ice cream. You can then eat it right there, or you can choose to put it in containers and put it in the freezer. So we're adding that to the gadget collection. And I honestly think I could probably bring it in. It would be a little bit of a bitch with the bag of ice, but I could just go by an AMPM, grab a bag of ice, and then how about that, Chris? Churning ice cream live on the air?
Yeah, that would be great.
I think so. We should do that for the Listener Appreciation Show. We'll take a break when we come back. All right, we got a lot of stuff for you today. Greg Papa spoke to Raj Mathai yesterday, and we have a couple of clips on that. Always good to update him. And, of course, the 49ers kicked off preseason yesterday, as did the Raiders. We'll talk about that and more Friday fun and games and really what's going on this weekend, including more fallout from the sale of the Lakers. Could it affect the Dodgers? In the meantime, it's Friday. We always like to recycle because we're environmental. Mark Jones joined us at the 9 a.m. hour yesterday. Encore presentation of that coming up next.
Football is back.
This is Sactown, baby!
And Sactown Sports 1140 is your home for primetime NFL games this season.
This is Kevin Harlan of Westwood One. Catch all the NFL primetime action.
Catch Monday, Thursday, and Sunday night football, international games, the NFL playoffs, and the Super Bowl right here on Sactown Sports all season long. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
The summer Silverado sell down. How does that sound? When you hear the details, it might sound even better. At Folsom Chevy, they're making it easy to get you into a new Silverado half-ton truck. And they know about trucks there. Folsom Chevy is truck country, and Chevy is the heartbeat of America. General Manager Eric Wilson and his team have put together a great deal that makes a lot of sense. They're offering $13,000 off MSRP on every Silverado 2026 half-ton in stock with the 5.3-liter engine. And there's more. 0% financing for 5 years. And there's more. No payments for 90 days, not to mention the lifetime warranty. It's worth a look at Folsom Chevy at the Folsom Auto Mall off Highway 50 between the Hazel and Folsom exits, or go to folsomchevy.com. From the mountains to the levee, think Folsom Chevy. Together, let's drive. Must finance with GM on approved credit. $16.67 per 1,000 financed. Cannot be combined with other offers. Ends August 30th, 2026.
When a person is seriously injured, there's no substitute for the personal legal relationship offered by the local NorCal firm of Ashton & Price. From the first attorney meeting, every important decision is made with a direct consultation with, and I can't believe I have to say this, a real, live, experienced, flesh and blood local attorney. It's called Home Court Advantage for a reason. Ashton & Price, serious local attorneys for serious people with serious injuries with no fee until we win. For the best local advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton and Price.
Progressive knows that for business owners, vacations hit different. But hey, at least you finally took a vacation. And look at that. You only answered 53 calls, 84 emails, onboarded 1 new hire, and covered for Chris while he's out on paternity leave, and you did it all from a kayak. Because you, my friend, know how to relax. All right, you may not know how to take a day off, but you do know both your personal and business auto insurance needs can be covered in one place with Progressive. So at least that's relaxing, right? Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, not available in all states or situations.
T-Mobile is launching something no other wireless network offers. Introducing Nothing. Pay nothing today and walk out of the store with a new phone.
What did he say?
Nothing.
You definitely said something about nothing.
Exactly. Go to T-Mobile, pay nothing up front, and leave with a new phone.
Wait, nothing rules.
She gets it.
Hey, thanks for nothing.
For the first time ever, switch to T-Mobile, pay nothing. No taxes, no fees, no money down. And walk out with a new phone. There are 250 reasons to choose T-Mobile, and now nothing is holding you back.
On eligible devices with qualifying credit plan and 36-month finance agreement.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
On Sactown Sports.
Lucas Alexander playing with his food out front. Handshake Westbrook tied up. Man, Westbrook was in his chest like bronchitis. 2020.
Oh, man. You know, I know we're here. I know we're here to talk to Mark and talk. We're going to talk about Russ Westbrook, but I got to be honest, man. I don't care what the struggles are. I don't care how bad or whatever that you want to say about the Kings are. The fact of the matter is, I'm sitting here on August 13th, and I hear your voice, Mark Jones, and I want the season now to start in about an hour. I wish it was starting tonight. I'm ready.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go, man. I've been around the Kings the last 3 days here in Los Angeles, man, and watching them go up and down, and Darius and, you know, Dylan and all the young guys. I'm excited for the full schedule to be officially released and see what it looks like. And hey, man, the chance to catch lightning in a bottle is always there. So let's go. I'd love to see it.
You know what?
I'd love to see it.
I mean, optimism aside, even not to be pessimistic, but just I don't want to say worst case scenario, but either way, regardless, you know, storylines going in, I know the return of Domantas Sabonis. He's had a lot of disrespect over the last year. I think he may have a little more fire in his belly than usual, which there's always fire in his belly. Zach LaVine on a contract year, getting a lot of disrespect for that contract and that money. He's going to be hungry. Keegan's got a step up to make a lot to prove. DeAndre Hunter played for a minute and a half and damn near lost his eye. He's in a contract year. And then there's that kid from Arkansas, Mark, that got drafted into the NBA. And he may have something to say about the season as well.
Yeah, he's fun to watch, man. I had eyes on him for the last 3 days, and it was interesting. Yesterday, everybody knows about Darius Acuff's ability to score. 44% on threes last year at Arkansas. 50% on catch and shoot threes. Can make his own food. Great creating his own shot. But yesterday there was an interesting scene in the gym when he came off a Dylan Cardwell screen, snaked the screen, had his defender on his hip, and threw this left-handed hook pass off the bounce and hit Nick Clifford in the corner, who knocks down a game-winning three in the scrimmage. And Andre Miller, who, if you follow the NBA closely, is highly regarded as a great evaluator of talent, point guard talent. He's in the coaching ranks now, former NBA player. Highly held in regard, and he walks over to Doug Christie and says, "Doug, that your point guard right there? That dude your point guard?" And he was saying, "Wow, he can go. He's making every pass, making all kinds of shots." When you impress a guy like Andre Miller, that's doing something. So I'm excited to watch Acuff, man, and the rest of the young guys too. There's been some good days for Nick Clifford too. He shot the ball incredibly well, coming off of Summer League. kind of got back in the lab and made some tweaks, and they've been going at it hard, man. This is the good time for the young guys in particular to improve. And, when I'm really curious, Dave, to see what it looks like with, guys like Sabonis, guys like Zach LaVine, who you intimated we're going to get the best version of those players, highly motivated for so many different reasons. It really doesn't matter what reasons, but they're highly motivated, whether it be for the team, whether it be for contracts, whether it be for both, a little of both. And I think, I've heard that the early part of the schedule could be very propitious and favorable for the Kings, especially November. If you can jump out and get some things done early, who knows what can happen.
Voice of the Kings, Mark Jones, joining us for obvious reasons. You and I, even though everyone's in bed with them, we can't really opine on the gambling world. But I will ask you this just to make a basketball point, covering up or following up what you just said. The Kings won 22 games last year, and the early Las Vegas line for wins for the Sacramento Kings, the over/under came out at 21.5. To your point, I always have a rule because I don't gamble, which is Vegas is shiny and has a lot of big buildings for a reason. But yes, it astounds me, Mark. I'm not trying to say they're going to make a play-in, playoff chance. None of that. But the fact that they won 22 games last year, and between Sabonis, Keegan, and Zach LaVine, who played a combined, I think, 83 games, that is 60% of your starting lineup. And no offense to Russ, who we'll talk about in a second, or Dennis Schroeder, but they had point guard confusion. Now they have a top draft pick in the league in Acuff. I find it impossible, unless they get the worst luck known to man injury-wise again, that this team, even if incrementally, will not be better win-wise than they were last year.
Yeah, if you're talking about Vegas, I don't bet like you. I like to keep my money in my pocket.
Yeah.
But definitely the over on that one.
Yeah.
I would be shocked. I would be shocked if they don't win, 35 games. I think the potential is there for about 35, just a moderate 35 game prediction. But I would definitely take the over on that front, because there's too much talent on that team not to be better than they were last year. And, everybody's pointed to it before. Last year, the projected starting lineup on day one never played a game together.
Yeah.
Everybody's coming back better. We haven't talked about Keegan, but spoke with him recently. He's up to like 235 pounds, 7% body fat.
Wow.
Strong and healthy. He'll be back on the court doing 5-on-5 soon. He's been in Chicago a lot of the summer, playing ones against, Max Strus and Herb Jones. And he's ready to go after being disappointed last year that his body betrayed him. So, guys are going to be fresh and eager, I think, even mentally, for so many different reasons.
I know I can go here with you, Mark Jones. You've covered the league for a heck of a long time, and I know I can throw curveballs at you from 1999, and you'll hit it out of the park. We were having a really fun conversation a couple days ago about Jason Williams, number 7, coming out of Florida, and how he, obviously, along with Rick Adelman, Chris Webber, Peja Stojakovic, and over in 1 year, Vlade Divac all came in and really turned the fortunes of the Sacramento Kings around. And the thing about Jason you'll remember is, and this is in a pre-Twitter social media era, he lit the floor up, good or bad, but lit the floor up every time he stepped onto it. He was a revelation his rookie year. Now, I know Darius Acuff is not Jason Williams, and some of that's a good thing. They are. I'm not comparing them as players, but I'm asking you, based on you watching him in college and you seeing some of these workouts, do you think Darius is the type of player that you're fairly confident there's going to be some pretty cool ooh-ah moments early on next year?
Yeah, he's so creative. Not with the flair that Jason Williams played with, but still very creative at the offensive end, and probably a better shooter. I think we'd all agree. Yeah. But I would be shocked if he didn't make one of the 2 all-rookie teams with the opportunity he's going to have this year for the minutes. I don't mind going out on a limb and setting the bar of expectations really high for Darius. And I think that the separator for him is that he has got he is so Detroit, man. He is so stoic and so unflappable. And you saw it right away in the California Classic when, a lot of those guys on the Brooklyn Nets were trying to punk him, get physical with him, and pushing him around, being very handsy and grabbing. And there was one point where he just looked at one of their defenders and rolled his eyes like, "Oh, wow, you guys are really trying that high school stuff on me?" His disposition is going to serve him really well, and the skill set, his ability to shoot the ball. He's a much better passer than people realize. And I think the defensive component will come. He's been working on that, watching a lot of film with DJ Ham. He's an interminable worker. He's going to be on lockout alert soon because, he gets up and he's in the practice gym at 7:30, getting up shots and working on his game, and comes back at night for another session. He and Doug have been working closely on what they want the offense to look like this year, Dave, because I think that's going to be very important for Sacramento, that they establish an identity offensively. It's something that I think we would all agree they somewhat lacked last year.
Yeah.
To have a real definitive look and feel as to who they are at the offensive end of the floor. And I think it's going to include a lot more ball and player movement, a lot more motion. It might look a little bit more like Rick Adelman running corner,
Okay.
With the bigs handling, Domas handling, as we've seen before, off the elbows, and it'll be a lot more fluid than it looked last year.
Mark Jones joining us, Southern California. What looks to be is whatever I'll say about LA, and we always have that rivalry, but it seems like a beautiful sort of coastal overcast with beautiful, if you're not on YouTube.
You nailed it, man. You nailed it. But can you hear the leaf blower in the background?
Yeah, but it adds a little. No, you're good, man. It adds a little gravel, a little blue collar to the whole thing. I love it.
A little authenticity.
Yeah, exactly. Let me say this to you from a personal standpoint. I want to publicly apologize. You and I have been missing each other on the phone over the last couple weeks, text and otherwise. If I'm not traveling, you're traveling, and then I got back from Europe last week, saw I'd missed a couple things from you. I'm putting you on the spot. And by the way, Mark, I love you. A simple "no, you probably shouldn't" will absolutely suffice. But you sent me a picture of yourself and somebody else after a workout, and I have not shared that. And I'm just curious if I can share what the photo was.
Yeah, man. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Well,
yeah, it's out there a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, because before you came on, we were playing a clip from a Yahoo Sports show this morning, and the hosts asked Victor Oladipo if there was any truth to the rumors of the interest between the Kings and himself, and he said, "Yeah, there's been interest from them. It's mutual, and we'll see how that goes." One of the hosts then said, "I think you look good in purple," and I'll go back a few days last week, and here is a very trim, very muscular, very athletic looking Mark Jones, of course.
I know you were talking about
I got you there. And then to his left, almost as equally athletic looking with a six pack, and I'm not talking beer. Looks in phenomenal shape. Victor Oladipo. Look, I'm not, obviously, whatever happens with the business happens, but you know him a little bit. Talk to us about if whatever team gets him, what are they getting in Vic?
Yeah, there's been interest from a couple different teams, including, reportedly the Sacramento Kings. And, he had a workout for the masses out in Las Vegas and impressed a lot of people. And I was in the gym with Victor I think it was 5 days ago. Watching him play fives down in Miami, and watching one of his individual workouts too with Ryan Powell, his trainer, who he's been with for the last year. He looks phenomenal, and the competition he was playing against 5-on-5 that I saw was NBA caliber. There were a bunch of NBA guys in the gym: Kuminga, Wiseman, bunch of other NBA guys. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I can tell you this. He's not the athletic Victor Oladipo he was 8-10 years ago, obviously, after 2 knee surgeries. But he still has the ability to get by people off the bounce. And as he told me when he played in the G League this past season, it was a tipping point for him because he said, Mark, I was able to prove to myself that I could blow by younger guys with younger legs, and I could stay in front of younger guys while playing defense. And it was big for him to be able to kind of get over that hurdle. And he's been in the gym working out and looks very good. And, you know, I think in Victor, you get a guy who would be a good mentor, and very grateful to be back in the league, you know, and still very skilled. And, you know, he has, some people might be aware, I'm not sure, but he has a relationship with Scott Perry, who drafted him in Orlando.
Wow. I did not have that
connection. In Orlando.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. So, you know, and I asked Victor about his relationship with Scott. I said, what do you remember about your draft interview when he drafted you in Orlando? He said, he made me sing.
What?
And if you you don't know about Victor Oladipo's singing ability?
I don't.
He won The Voice. No, go back and pull it up on YouTube.
Wow.
He won that, you know, the Masked Singer thing?
Yeah.
He won that competition. No, he has I don't know if it's classically trained, but it is a professional Luther Vandross level voice. No.
Wow.
Come on, Dave. I'm going to teach you. I'm going to tell our fans something every game, okay?
I always, before you came on earlier in the show, I said, I don't know where Mark is. I said, but it's just as likely he's in Florida or here as he is. If Mark Jones came on the show and he said, "Hey, you know, I was playing video games with Nikola Jokic. We're going to I'm gonna go in on one of his horses in Croatia."
Right.
Like you work. I think Scott Perry may be the only guy in the NBA that is as or more connected than you. And I'm probably going to see on my text line here a bunch of other people who knew this about Vic. I did not, so I can tell you in the next segment, we will be playing a snippet of that.
You'll love it. Yeah, he made him sing a John Legend song, and it was a done deal. He was drafted by Orlando, and then of course subsequently traded later. But
wow. Well,
and you know, and don't overlook. Hey, listen, I don't know anything, okay, but don't overlook the fact that he and Victor Oladipo remain close.
Yeah,
they were traded a couple of times together, and you know, Vic and Domas are still pretty good, you know.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
For what it's worth.
All right, that was first half of Mark Jones. Yesterday, some interesting stuff there about Victor Oladipo. We'll get into a little bit more of that as well later, as it seems like those two are closing in on each other. When we come back, we'll finish up our visit with Mark Jones from yesterday right here on Sactown Sports.
Sactown Sports 1140 on Instagram and X at Sactown 1140 to see the best moments from all your favorite shows and up-to-the-minute live reactions and updates on the Kings, 49ers, and more. That's at Sactown 1140 on Instagram and X. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
You know, I used to think all money managers were the same until I spoke with Fisher Investments.
Really? How different are they?
Fisher's investment counselors are dedicated to service, not sales, keeping clients up to date on their portfolio.
Well, they probably just invest in a bunch of mutual funds like I do.
Nope. They build a tailored portfolio based on their clients' personal goals, helping them stay on track for a comfortable retirement.
Well, they must make commissions selling products.
Actually, Fisher doesn't sell any commission-based products. They're a fiduciary, and they believe that's a conflict.
Then they have some kind of complex fee structure.
Nope. Fisher has a simple, transparent fee that's a percentage of their client's portfolio. So they do better when their clients do better.
It sounds like Fisher really is different.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Fisher Investments. Clearly different wealth management. Learn more at fisherinvestments.com/different. Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Sacramento's best selection, best quality, and lowest prices on kitchen and bath products are at the new Anova Cabinet and Stone. For a limited time, get stunning new quartz countertops starting at just $159. That's right, only $159 for gorgeous quartz countertops. Listen to this. For a limited time, cabinets for kitchens and bathrooms are up to 50% off. Yes, up to 50% off new cabinets. It's a must-see. The new Anova Cabinet and Stone at Florin Road and Highway 99. Learn more at AnovaCabinetStone.com.
Carmichael Dave here. So proud to talk about my new friends at Pest Pros, where they are family-owned, they are locally rooted, and they are committed to serving Northern California. I got a mouse problem at my house, and I don't like mice. I got a cockroach problem at my house, and I don't like cockroaches. That's a real thing. You're going to get pest protection somewhere. Why not get it at a place that is locally owned and operated? Longtime Kings fans and partners, and the community, yeah, you've spoken. They're back-to-back Sacramento favorites. So if you got pest control, you don't have Pest Pros. Step up to the pros with their all-star lineup. Don't just make the call, make the right call. Go to pestprosps.com, Sacramento grown, family owned, or call them at 916-588-9345. That's 916-588-9345. Step up to the pros at Pest Pros.
Hey, it's Flo here to say drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds.
Nice. With my new savings, I'll get some hiking gear. It'll be great for my outdoor era.
I don't know if it counts as an era if you just buy stuff.
I got a cute hiking backpack. It's an outdoor era.
Well, you only bought one thing. I don't think it's an era.
Well, I think we're in a agree to disagree era.
Yeah, sure, you're probably right. Anyway, with the money you could save by switching to Progressive, you can afford to switch to other things in life. It's
my savings era.
Also, everything you do is not an era.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Sleep Number's new collections are designed to adapt to the changing nature of your life and your sleep needs. Whether it's the personalized comfort of the Comfort Mode mattress, the targeted pressure relief of the Comfort Next mattress, or the Climate Collection that actively cools or warms to help you fall asleep and stay asleep.
And now, get early access to our biggest sale of the year. Save 25% on the new Comfort Next Luxe for a limited time. Only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com.
Waking you up with the best in local sports.
They just make it interesting, you know?
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
on Sactown Sports.
All right, we're re-racking our visit with Mark Jones yesterday. I just want to give you a heads up. Coming up, we're going to hear Greg Papa did an interview in the Bay Area. That was airing yesterday. We've got a couple clips there. Of course, we'll get to the start of preseason. Niners and Raiders. Fernando Mendoza getting some playing time as well. ESPN had a cool article that caught my eye. We'll get to a bit later on what NFL rookies spent their money on. And, of course, the Kings schedule came out. I never really know. I know it's summer. I know we're dying for content. I never really know what to do with the schedule, but we'll go over it anyways. In the meantime, just to get us back to Mark Jones, this is I asked him about Russ Westbrook, who, of course, retired, and we started talking about the chemistry between he and then rookie, Max Reno.
Yeah, and you know, like, beyond the stats, Dave, like, people talk about, you know, his critics at times will talk about stat padding.
Yeah.
I don't buy it. If you look at the winning percentage of games where he had triple-doubles, like, comes out to almost 74%, you know, and we've all seen players who, you know, get double-doubles, triple-doubles, and it's not in winning situations. Those were not empty calories. And more than anything, beyond the numbers, his energy is priceless. If you landed at Golden One Center coming from another planet and watched Russell Westbrook play basketball last year and had never seen basketball in your life, you'd say, wow, that guy over there, he's a little different from the rest.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
That's Russ.
I'm going to miss him. Man. And I think that the one thing that people don't understand about Russell, the fury that he played with on a nightly basis, it came from the fact, and it was born from the fact that he was lightly heralded in college, going into college. I remember a UCLA assistant coach had to convince Ben Howland to give him a scholarship at UCLA. Russ himself told me he only had like San Diego State and a couple of schools in the Mid-American Conference before UCLA came in late on his recruitment. So he always used that as motivational fuel right up until the very end of his career, and I love him for it. He was my late father's favorite player.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
first ballot Hall of Famer, no doubt. And
Definitely.
last thing for you, and again, I always assume you know everything. You know all the rumblings. Victor Oladipo, maybe he comes here, maybe he doesn't, but there is a thought that the Kings want to add a guard. There is an open roster spot. So just to upset my audience, because this has been my ongoing thing for years,
Okay.
what, if anything, are you hearing about Ben Simmons's workouts? And do you think, if you had to guess, do you think we'll see him in the NBA this year?
Man, I couldn't go more than 50-50 on Ben right now. I know that he's still an NBA player. He still has NBA talent. He has a home down in South Florida. He's been working out a lot, and he's down in Australia with the national team right now on the court with them. I think Ben is still figuring out his level of commitment to basketball and how far he wants to take it, given how healthy his back is. But if I'm a general manager, any general manager in the NBA with an open roster spot and a non-guaranteed deal on the table, I'd take a flyer on him. I would.
Yeah.
It would be a low risk, moderate to high return for a guy who has instinctive passing skills and playmaking skills and physical talent, that combination that very rarely is seen in the NBA still.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
My final question for you is not going to be about the NBA or players or coaches. It's going to be about Mark Jones. I just wanted to, for those who forgot or didn't know, and I'm sure all of you do, but with the end of your illustrious career calling NBA games, or the pause, whatever it may be, for ESPN and the like, we will, the good news for Sacramento Kings fans is we will have you, as I understand it, full-time next year. Just from obviously, all respect to everything you've done and everyone you've worked with at the highest levels and calling NBA Finals games and God knows everything else in your career, Mark. But with family, with the frequent flyer miles, are you looking forward to having a set schedule where you'll be in one place for more than 20 minutes?
I fell in love with the Sacramento Kings and the job from day one back in 2020. I'm thrilled to be entrenched full time with the organization, and it's 82 games or bust. Vivek, Matina, Stacey Wegson, Devin at NBC Sports California, they have been all fantastic for the Jones family, and this is something that I have thought about for a few years now, and the Kings have given me, Dave, even after 36 years of doing the NBA at ESPN, an incredibly new prism to see and enter the NBA from. It's been fantastic for me. I don't have to work as hard to get those proprietary anecdotes that I've enjoyed doing for so many years, because I'm in the practice gym with the guys. I'm on the road with the guys. I'm in the hotel lobby with the guys. I've always lived my job. My job has never been a 9-to-5 thing. It's a lifestyle for me. And my wife sees me bouncing off the walls every day, waiting for the official release of the schedule, and looking forward to the first time in my television career not working on Christmas Day and being able to have kind of a quote unquote normal Christmas, to be able to be home for Thanksgiving and not have to work the college football game. And it's a brand new beginning for me. And I'm so energized. I really think that the best of Mark Jones is still to come. I really do. And I can't wait to turn up on the microphone. And I'm really honored and grateful to be the curator of Sacramento Kings culture and a voice for the fans out there. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I can't wait to see my partner, Katie Christensen, and work with her. And I think that, my job is to make us the #1 broadcast team in the NBA. And I think we can do it. Katie's incredibly talented, has great insights. And now we don't have to have Mark Jones jump on and off.
Yeah.
I'm on all the time. I'm turned up to 100 the whole time. And I think we're both going to be better as a result.
Well, and as we say goodbye, isn't it funny how the world works? And we've talked about this privately. I don't mind sharing it publicly. When you joined the Kings, it was a little difficult for me, and it had nothing to do with you because you were replacing somebody that was a mentor to me and I was incredibly close with. And I can say here now, years later, which is funny to say years later, that I've absolutely enjoyed every interaction. I enjoy how much you truly have embraced this city and this team, and you've also been a friend and a mentor to me, and I'm sure many others like me. So we are just to complete the love fest. It's funny how life works like that. We're very happy to have you.
Yeah. Thank you, and I appreciate the kind words. And I love Sacramento. I love starting my days jogging up L Street around the Capitol. I don't have my Doberman with me anymore. We had to send him to doggy heaven after 11 years, but I still enjoy running by Crepeville and talking with Kings fans and interacting. It gives me juice, man. It's right into my veins. It's my lifeblood. I love it.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, man.
Hey, thank you for taking
preseason
time.
October 5th.
You got it.
Game 1, preseason October 5th. I'll be there.
All right. We're way overdue for some Bakuni, dude. Welcome back. And
yes.
We'll see you in a month.
I'm still ordering the Fox special. I love you guys, Sacramento. See you, Dave.
See you, Mark. Bye-bye.
Football is back.
This is Sactown, baby!
And Sactown Sports 1140 is your home for primetime NFL games this season.
This is Kevin Harlan of Westwood One. Catch all the NFL primetime action.
Catch Monday, Thursday, and Sunday night football, international games, the NFL playoffs, and the Super Bowl right here on Sactown Sports all season long. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram and Woodland. Chad, what's going down for the Make This the Summer Sales event?
Summer is the best time of the year, not just for fun and adventures, but for huge savings at Hoblet. Right now, you can save up to $14,500 off MSRP on new 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee Altitudes. This is easily one of the best looking Jeeps on the road and has the latest, greatest tech.
Ooh, I do love that latest tech. Makes the drive so much better.
But Jeep is so much more than tech. Right now, you can save up to $10,800 off MSRP on new 2026 Jeep Gladiator Sports. It's the best of both worlds. A little Jeep and a little truck for whatever you need to get done.
Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
$14,500 total net savings on new Jeep Cherokee and $10,800 total net savings on new Jeep Gladiator after dealer discount and factory incentives. Incentives may include $1,000 Hoblet trade-in assistance for eligible trade and $500 military or first responder bonus cash for eligible members. At least 5 Cherokees at this net savings, 3 Gladiators. VIN number 175877, 175870, 175871. Excludes tax, title, and license fees. See dealer for details.
Skeeter here, my card. Field Tech, Sacramento Yellow Mosquito and Vector Control District. I never met a Culex terrasalis I didn't want to smack. That's Latin for mosquito. Hey, it's time again to fight the bite. Time to protect yourself from West Nile virus by applying insect repellent. Once a week, drain stagnant water and report dirty green swimming pools. Ew. They're breeding grounds.
The Sacramento Yellow Mosquito and Vector Control District reminds you it's time to fight the bite.
My card never gets old.
For more information or to report problems, go to fightthebite.net.
Heartburn. Quick, Alka-Seltzer. Because nothing is worse than heartburn after a long day. When you're finally off the clock, dinner's done, feet kicked up, kids asleep, and boom, heartburn tries to steal the moment. Quick, Alka-Seltzer. Because nothing works faster for heartburn relief. The effervescent tablets start neutralizing acid in seconds, so you can sit back, relax, and unwind from your day. Next time heartburn hits,
quick, Alka-Seltzer.
Use as directed.
To make exercise a habit, find something you enjoy, like shopping. It counts as a workout when it's Kohl's Active Sale. Get 20% off across the store and 25% off top active brands that'll have you feeling your best. Adding to your cart is pretty much cardio, right? Find out at Kohl's. Select styles. 25% offer ends August 15th. 20% offer ends August 16th. Exclusions apply. See store or kohls.com for details.
The IRS finally caught up with Louie.
I hadn't paid my taxes in 8 years. I owed the IRS a lot of money.
Louie was in deep trouble.
We're going to take your house, put a lien on your bank account, garnish your pay. They don't care. They're going to take your paycheck.
Louie found out about Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $3 billion for their clients.
Optima Tax, they help me. They calm me down. They make me feel comfortable, and I trust them.
Louie has a lot to be thankful for.
I don't owe the IRS anymore, and I'm able to live a comfortable life, a lot better life. It was because of Optima Tax.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation. Take it from Louie.
If you owe the IRS, don't go it alone. Give Optima Tax a call. They can help you.
Call 800-375-2322. 800-375-2322. 800-375-2322.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
KHD 1 Sacramento. KYMX HD 3 Sacramento.
Sactown Sports 1140. Your local sports leader. 3 questions, 3 answers. It's 3 for Madness on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Here's question 1.
All righty, we'll get into the preseason in earnest coming up in the next segment. Thanks again to Mark Jones yesterday. Also, Sam Amick, both of them coming on for special summer visits. And Kelly Brothers. It was a pretty packed show yesterday. Hope you guys are all ready for the weekend, man. I walked outside during that last break. And we're having the same morning I think Mark Jones was having. When I wake up every morning to write the show or finish the show, I've always said I go out. I got a little gazebo, my little outdoor man cave, if you will. And I had to go in and put on a jacket. Like usually, even if it's a little chilly, a little bit of wind, I don't want to walk back inside. I'm in mode. I lock in, if you will, and I'm not going to. And go back in if it's a little chilly. I'll just be cold. But I at one point I just said, dude, I got another 20 minutes of this. The wind was blowing a little bit. It was getting chilly. I was just out there, sleeveless shirt and shorts. My normal sleeveless shirt. That is my Mr. Rogers getup in the summertime. I get home, take off whatever I'm wearing for the day. Hang it up, throw it in the, whatever, and then sleeveless shirt. And this is such a dad move. It's either sleeveless shirt and my boxer briefs, just walking around the house being a dad, or if I got to do stuff outside, I'll be kind to the neighbors and put on some shorts. Although, I think it was a week ago, dude, I went to go check the mail. What is the ruling on this?
Nope.
I live in the
gated community.
No, I do not. But I live on it's a court. Like a street, avenue, boulevard. I live on a court. And we've had the same people on this court for at least, I don't think anyone has moved in or out in 10 years. So we all know each other a little bit. There's the house across the street where they literally have 12 kids. There's the old people next to them. There's our neighbors we know the best, Bill and Diane next to us. And then to our left is a couple a little younger than us with a couple of kids. We all know each other. And I went out to check the mail. We have one of those things where nobody has a mailbox. You have all the mailboxes. And,
that's fun.
Yeah. And I went out to check the mail, and I was in my sleeveless shirt. Now, to be clear, not to get too personal here, but I wear boxer briefs. That is, if you know what a boxer brief is, think about tighty whities, but they go down to the middle of your thigh, basically. So they're like a combo of briefs, for control.
I'm picturing that you're saying what you're wearing, but I'm picturing the shirt covers most of that. So it kind of looks like you're just wearing a shirt.
No, not that. And by the way, 90% of my sleeveless shirts, like my wife, she's learned, and by the way, one of the few times I'll say this, she's right about this. I don't really have a good argument, but there's 2 things I know that really annoy her. There's a lot, but 2 that annoy her that I think I would lose in a court of law in. Number 1, when you work in radio, you get a lot of T-shirts. You collect them over the years. It is what it is. 90% of my sleeveless shirts are shirts that I've taken out of the rotation. Maybe they have a rip or a stain or something, whatever. They're falling apart. And a lot of those, by the way, we used to have on this show, and he was a really good friend of mine. By the way, I got to check in on him, named Tom Atencio. Tom got into the MMA fighting game for a while because he was the owner of the brand you guys might remember called Affliction, which was a big fight brand in the mixed martial arts world. And for a minute, these shirts were everywhere. So I used to get boxes of these from him, and they haven't held up all that great over the years through wear and tear. So when they start to break down, I cut the sleeves off, and that's what I use for summer wear and around the house. So a lot of these sleeveless shirts I'm wearing are just practically torn to shreds. They're barely holding on. And my wife will say, can I throw out this Fedor Emelianenko sleeveless shirt you'd had since and literally like the collar had half ripped off the T-shirt itself, so it was kind of hanging. And I always fight her on that. Like, no, that's like the one I will not let her throw out is here's dating me, a Dave Matthews Band at Pac Bell Park year 2000 tour that I took my ex-girlfriend Susan to, and I didn't even buy it at the concert. I bought it from the dude outside.
Those are the best ones.
That sold it for $10.
That Oasis shirt that I bring in, I got two of them. One I got for 10, one I got for 5.
It's the best. Yeah, why would you not? I don't care if they're fake. It's fine. What am I looking for? Quality in a concert shirt? So anyways, that's the one thing I do. The other thing I do is I refuse to throw out cords. I have like 2 boxes in the garage that's nothing but old USB. I think I have 50 of those iPhone lightning connector plugs that they don't ever use because, one day I'm going to need that HDMI to USB or whatever. I'm going to need it. I don't throw out cords. Anyways, back to the point, then we'll get to 3 for Madness. So I go to check my mail. Honestly, I forgot to put shorts on. So I'm wearing a sleeveless shirt that comes down over the waist of my underwear. And I'm just walking to now, I feel like that's the equivalent. It's not a preference. I don't prefer to do it. I honestly forgot to put shorts on. But I also feel like it's not walking out in tighty whities either. Like I'm effectively walking out in a swimsuit, basically, as far as coverage goes.
How big is your swimsuit?
Swimsuit goes down. A swimsuit would be slightly longer and go down to above my knees, whereas this one goes probably the middle of the thigh. I don't know. My point is this: I got to the mailbox, and then all of a sudden I realized I'm standing in the middle of my court in my underwear. I don't know why I started it. I don't know why I started that.
You wanted a ruling. I say guilty.
You say, oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Guilty of don't do that? Okay. All right. 3 for Madness. Question 1.
How much did you enjoy preseason action last night?
I enjoyed what I could, if I'm being honest. My parents came over for dinner, so I was cooking. I was a tiny bit distracted, but I did see the beginning of the Raiders and Niners game, and I did enjoy it. I mean, it's obviously preseason football, not regular season. It's a different feel. It's a different vibe, but you get a chance to see some of these young kids get in there and fight for position. And with the Niners, I was most interested in seeing Dejon Stribling, and we'll talk about this in the next segment, he acquitted himself quite well in his professional debut. And boy, with that wide receiver room so banged up right now, it was good to see as a Niner fan. Very good to see. Watching Fernando Mendoza also on the split screen, that was great. 10 of 16 with a touchdown, I think just under 100 yards. He did have a couple of rushes, and I got to think maybe rushes, but broken coverage perhaps. I got to think the coaching staff was probably thinking, go down, stop, drop, roll, whatever. But I will tell you, I think the thing that caught my eye more than anything with Fernando Mendoza, that kid has a really good play action fake. There was a play where I forget who he handed it off to. It might have been Genti. I don't think it was. He handed it off. I think the whole stadium thought he had the ball when he dropped back to pass. He held that so well. And then you can always tell it's a great fake when it gets the camera guy. And then all of a sudden, next thing you know, he's rushing to see where the hell. No, maybe it was. I think it was Mike Washington Jr. that broke that play. It might have been. But that little things like that are cool to see. And I think that's one of the great preseason storylines in the NFL is Kirk Cousins, who is the Honda Accord of quarterbacks. You know, he's going to get you from point A to point B. He's not going to impress anyone on the 0 to 60. He's going to do what he does. He's reliable, and he ain't going to be perfect, but you can rely on him. He is a vet with talent, obviously. I don't mean to disrespect him at all. Or do you go with the potential Lamborghini and see what the number one pick can do? And I'm curious where Raider fans, I gotta think Raider fans largely want to see Mendoza in there, and I don't blame them. Revenge game for Gardner Minshew on the other side, by the way, 14 of 16 for 100 yards, 2 touchdowns, and the Cardinals and Titans ended up both beating the Niners and Raiders. I don't think we necessarily care about that, but it was good to see some of that, and there's still a lot more storylines to get to, including maybe the best one coming up here with the Browns and Bears on Saturday. We'll see how Deshaun Watson looks. We'll see how Kyler Murray on Saturday looks against the Giants. So and also Eagles Ravens. A lot of talk, especially from his teammates, about how Jalen Hurts seems to have picked up some speed in the offseason. We'll see how that equates on the field as well. Number 2, please.
Question 2.
What was your favorite Russ Westbrook moment as a King?
I saw this question being bandied about yesterday, I think on the station, but also on social media a lot too. You know, I think it would be unfair to assign a moment.
I mean, I got mine.
The press conference?
Yes.
Talk about that in a second. I think my favorite Russ Westbrook moment was just a series of moments. I'll say it time and time again, like a broken record. I don't know when Russ decided to retire. For all we know, it was during the season. I don't think it was, but I don't know. And I just can't get over the fact I love so much. I gained so much respect for Russ Westbrook as a player, and I already respected him as a player coming in, but just his effort, man. You could argue that Russell Westbrook gave the most pure effort of any player on the team last year, certainly up there with everybody else. And this is a guy that could have just sat and scratched his butt on the bench and collected his vet minimum and done his thing. And he didn't need the
my hamstring's sore. I'm going to need a couple weeks off.
Exactly. And it really, it was almost like a movie. I'm not trying to over-dramatize, but think about it like a movie plot. Like aging star, hasn't won a title, knows he's not winning. He knew he wasn't winning a title last year in September, before the season ever had a single point. He knew he wasn't going to win a title with the Kings. Didn't matter. He came in. He had a guard ahead of him in Dennis Schroeder, and it took him about 5 minutes to display Schroeder and send him off to Cleveland. And then he just kind of look. His play wasn't perfect. The next time he fights through a screen on defense would have been the first time last year. There were several things, I'm sure, shot selection, et cetera, I could poke at Russ Westbrook about. But the effort and really the execution was there. And I think if, as Mark and I talked about yesterday, if Max Reynaud ends up being a solid to really good NBA player, and all signs point to yes from last year that will happen, he's going to have Russell Westbrook to thank. If Max Reynaud makes a Hall of Fame, Russ better be in the speech, because the relationship they developed on the floor, that to me made the signing worth it on its own. The Russ Westbrook to Max Reynaud connection last year, and think about it from Westbrook's point of view too. He didn't have Zach LaVine to pass to. He didn't have Domantas Sabonis to pass to. It was him, DeMar DeRozan, and a bunch of kids. And he did the best he could. Team won 22. They weren't great, but he killed it. And listen, I'm going to go down a road here that there's no win for me on this. There isn't. There's no win, because the public will always side with the athlete in this scenario. But I didn't like the press. I love the press conference in the sense that I get to make fun of Matt George about it. And it's not something that I'm going to sit here and bash Russ over because it's not that big of a deal. But I did not like it. And I've always appreciated Russ's honesty and realness and whatever you want to call it. And you saw a lot of his peers. That's how you can always tell. People that have shared a locker room with him or watched him from afar. I mean, the guy's an idol to so many growing up that are now in the league. People that play with him love him. I have nothing. First off, I don't know Russ as a person, so I don't have anything negative to say about him.
Then don't talk about him.
The most I know about Russ as a person, honest to God, is that his wife Nina was on an episode of Pioneer Woman, which I watched years ago and loved it. I didn't. You know, I was not a fan. First off, I think it's very understandable for people watching from afar to say, media cracks on these guys all the time. He had an opportunity to go back at them, and they all kind of choked. I don't feel sorry for them one bit. And that is a perfectly valid opinion. I think the part of what I disliked the most is I don't think he was interested in conversation. I think he was interested in discomfort. And even that I can't necessarily disagree with. It's his right. It's his right. We put these guys into the spotlight all the time. They have every single right to come back. The part of the press conference I really didn't like, I can't remember. I think it was either Chris Biederman or Jason Anderson was talking to him. And I'm paraphrasing here, but it doesn't matter. Russ said something like, well, you've got a lot to say. I've seen what you've written. I've seen what you've said. Beyond our play, I've seen it. And one of them, again, it was either Chris or Jason Anderson, said, "Well, what have I said? What exactly have I said you have an issue with?" And Russ said, "Well, I don't want to go down that road right now." And that right there bothered me because you're going down the road. You're calling everybody out and you're making this into a national story. You're putting these guys on the spot here who are not prepared for it. And then when a guy asks you to be specific about what you're accusing him of doing, you do not have an example. Now, it's easy for all of us, especially those who aren't in media or aren't an NBA player, to go, well, I would have done this. I'm not going to say that because you're in that spot. It's completely a surprise. Everybody knows what they think they do until they're, it's like Mike Tyson said, everybody's got a plan until they step in the ring and get punched in the face. It's a different thing, and I'm not going to criticize any of the media guys there. I can imagine everybody's blood pressure went up 50%. Your hand started swelling. You don't want to be a part of the story in that situation. You don't want to say the wrong thing.
One of my favorite, this isn't with the Kings, but I just, like with him retiring, some stuff was popping up about him, and it was Dame Lillard talking with Jeff Teague on Teague's podcast. And Teague was saying how it was the first time Westbrook scored on him and did the rock the baby. Yeah. And Teague said, dude, I don't care. And Westbrook came back with, and that's the problem.
See, that's fantastic. Russ is a gamer. And no, I didn't like the whole press conference thing. I don't know what it solved. And honestly, I don't know who was I don't know that anybody in our Sacramento media, ourselves included, I'm saying this as a whole. This isn't directed at any media member. I'll throw myself right in there. Compared to so many other markets, Sacramento media is one of the nicest, softest, not soft in a negative way, but the amount of, I don't know, it could be so much worse. If you pick this franchise up and you drop them in Philly, in New York, hell, in L.A., in the Bay Area, it would be a whole different ball game. You can accuse Sacramento media of a lot of stuff at times. And yeah, on an individual basis, every once in a while, somebody will get out of pocket. They'll say something stupid. It happens. Myself included. But on the whole, the sum of the parts is that this is not a tough media for athletes. It really isn't. And we've had, Chris Webber, some of you will remember, going off about the whole Tyra Banks thing in the locker room. I know Sean Cunningham remembers that. He was right next to him with eyes as big as pie plates. But
this isn't very nice, guys.
But other than that, there's been very few blow-ups between athletes and media. That was one, and honestly, that is the most memorable moment of Russ's career in Sacramento, I think, without a doubt. It is the most. If you picked a top 5 Russ Westbrook moments in his Sacramento career, that would be one of them. I don't hate or disrespect him at all for it. I just wasn't a huge fan.
I'll say that you talk about that there hasn't really been anything like that. We haven't really had anyone with that type of personality that would do something. There were some times that Fox should have, rightfully so, gone off on something, and he's just like, oh, whatever.
Yeah, Fox kind of adopted the whole turn the other cheek, I'm not engaging. Sometimes to the point where it would really upset people, like after the Detroit game when he was asked about the Ivy foul, and it was basically like, it doesn't matter, it is what it is.
My life is great.
Yeah, exactly. And by the way, I'm kind of okay with that to a point. Like, I'd rather it be that than something crazy.
I'm okay with that, man. That thinking point, maybe not just saying it out loud. It's right after it happened.
Right, exactly. But yeah, I mean, we've had some characters, Russ. You know what? That's an interesting question. If we were to do Mount Character more for the history of the Sacramento Kings.
There's the one on top.
Scott Pollard?
No.
Ron Artest.
Yeah.
Yes. So I think the nominees would be like Webber, Westbrook. I want to say Vernon Maxwell, but he was relatively chill here. Like, Vernon Maxwell is one of the all-time characters in the NBA, but I just don't remember much Mad Maxness going on here. I think most of that was elsewhere. Artest for sure. Westbrook for sure.
Will?
No, because honestly, I think
he didn't talk to the media, but when he did, it was always something.
Yeah,
weird.
He was short and sweet, but he was almost Mount Boremore, and I say that with love. It's kind of like what we talked about yesterday. He just was kind of wasn't into all that. Vlade would have to be up there. I mean, he was a character when he played. I'm trying to think even earlier on Tizzy, but it was more of just Tizzy smiling. He wasn't really getting into it in the media. Theus probably. I'm forgetting somebody. Martin wasn't really a character. Mitch wasn't really a character. Pollard absolutely was. John Barry could be when he wanted to be. Peja wasn't. Doug really wasn't. Honestly, he was just normal. He didn't stand out much till we got to know him. Yeah, we've had some relatively chill folks here over the last 41, 42 years. Interesting. I mean, Pollard has to be on there just sheerly on his Pollardness. Number 3, real quick, please.
Question 3.
What sport will you be taking in the most over the weekend?
Oh, you know the answer here. It's the same thing everybody's going to take in. With apologies to the golf playoffs and NFL preseason, which, of course, I will be watching tomorrow morning, bright and early, at the John Smith Stadium. Huddersfield Town opens their season versus AFC Wimbledon. Can they get into the top 6 and get into the playoffs? Can they bypass that top 6 and finish in the top 2 and get automatically promoted? Leicester City, Luton Town, Sheffield United, Bradford City, so many in the mix. Can first-time manager Martin Drury, new signing Archie Collins, and the rest of the squad get over the top, led by Bojan Radulovic? We'll see.
And then on Sunday, the Community Shield, Arsenal versus City at Millennium Stadium in Cardiff. Why isn't it at Wembley Stadium like they always are?
Yeah, why?
Because The Weeknd is performing there this weekend.
Seriously? Where are they at again?
Millennium Stadium.
For the weekend? That's hilarious. The Weeknd is performing on the weekend, though. That's pretty funny. Oh, by the way, Olden Polonese and DeMarcus Cousins.
Oh, yeah, your cousins. Come on.
Yeah. I knew we were forgetting somebody major. We'll take a break. When we return, the Niners kick off their preseason. We got highlights and some basic thoughts. We'll do that next.
Follow Sactown Sports 1140 on Instagram and X at Sactown 1140 to see the best moments from all your favorite shows and up-to-the-minute live reactions and updates on the Kings, 49ers, and more. That's at Sactown 1140 on Instagram and X. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
When you see this in your kitchen,
the stainless steel fridge is covered in fingerprints.
you hear this.
Leslie, people are going to think you were raised in a barn or by wolves, or raised in a barn by wolves.
Fortunately, Wyman Stainless Steel 3-in-1 cleans, shines, and protects to give you the best shine. A spray and a wipe will have your fridge shining like a mirror.
Wow, my fridge looks brand new. Your fridge looks amazing, Leslie. Sorry, I was being a little dramatic earlier.
Your kitchen says a lot about you. Let it brag with Wyman.
Everywhere you look, things are getting more expensive. But at Consumer Cellular, we're lowering the price for those 50 and up. Now you can get unlimited everything for just $35 a line. That's $35 a month for unlimited talk, text, and data. Switch to the carrier ranked #1 in network coverage and customer satisfaction and get unlimited everything for just $35 a month. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit Consumer Cellular online or in-store today. Price includes $5 credit for autopay and e-billing. Taxes and fees apply. Data speeds reduced after 35 gigabytes. Rankings done by 2025 ACSI survey.
Get as loud as you can for Monster Jam!
The one and only Monster Jam. Packed with stunts, smiles, and jaw-dropping skills. See the world's best drivers tear up the dirt in your favorite Monster Jam trucks. Like Gravedigger, El Toro Loco, Sparkle Smash, and more. Only at Monster Jam. Coming to Golden One Center this weekend. Brought to you by BKD Tires and Morgan & Morgan. Specially priced Saturday night tickets available.
And Doug. Limu and I created a trick to help you remember that you can customize your car insurance and save with Liberty Mutual. You see, the shirts Limu and I wear are yellow, and yellow is the color of lemons. And lemons grow on trees, and trees provide oxygen. And oxygen helps us breathe, and breathing is how you live. And you can live more life when you save money by customizing your car insurance. I agree, Limu. It's really quite simple. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
Sports Fix.
Live and local.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Chris, I know you're all things movies and TV and stuff, but I doubt, I'm thinking this was before your time. Do you remember the show Dinosaurs back from the early 90s?
Of course.
You do?
Jim Henson's Dinosaurs?
Somebody, I hadn't seen a clip of that in a while. Somebody put a clip of that out. And
is it the one where they all died at the end?
Well, that's what I was going to say. Like, it was a kid's show. And then the finale, I mean, it was one of those.
I would say it's a family show.
Yeah. And the finale was like, basically, they're all waiting for the snow to come. And then, like, a couple of them know that, like, we're about to go extinct. And that's how they ended the show. You're just like, dude, because we all know how that ended.
they had some really dark episodes.
Yeah.
There was one where they, once your in-law got to a certain age, you threw him off a cliff. And that was the big thing leading up to was he going to throw his mother-in-law off a cliff. What was it? There's another thing where these like little mammals were like the best food in the world, and they kept eating them until they went extinct.
Yeah, it was. I don't think that show would.
Well, the dinosaur son got addicted to steroids.
I'm honestly a little surprised, and I shouldn't be, that you know that. Because that was definitely, what were you? You were not that old, so.
It was the early 90s, so I was probably like 8, 9.
We usually on Friday play Friday. Got to get down on Friday. Also,
Friday, gotta get down on Friday.
Sometimes we'll play Taste the Biscuit, taste the honey sauce, taste the goodness of the biscuit. But I don't know what this is, so this might be terrible, but it's referencing the Biscuit song. Let me see what this is. All right, I'm with you. Okay, I'm here. Yes, we now have a metal version of Taste the Biscuit.
I thought I was getting pumped up. I thought it was going to be like a hardcore version. I was expecting that 1, 2, 3, 4.
That is a hardcore version of it.
No, but like a punk hardcore.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Taste biscuit. Taste biscuit.
I will say this: I am all for remixes of Taste the Biscuit. There's nothing that will ever approach the original Taste the Biscuit. That's like trying to redo, Strawberry Fields or something. It's not going to happen. But the original Taste the Biscuit is a classic, and everybody loves it. Although I can't pull it up right now. That's incredibly weird. Is Twitter down? Am I not able to get my legs? Because I got Niners highlights to get to here, including, by the way, now we've told you before, some of these new college football names are phenomenal. Prayer Young Black Goat, Mobility, Dude Person, King Large, and I am an unabashed fan of creative names. You guys know that through the years. Well, the 49ers have definitely a one of my favorite names in sports right now, and he was playing last night. Ephesians Prysock for the 49ers, and he wasn't having the Titans.
At the bottom, and that's where Ward wants to go, and the long arms of Prysock win that battle. 33 1/8-inch arms, the longest of any cornerback at the NFL Combine, and the rookie from the University of Washington makes the play.
I mean, come on, dude. He's going to be if your name is Ephesians Prysock and you're a cornerback especially, you are going to be a star. Niners got one there. Also, speaking of rookies, how about that Dejon Stribling kid?
And he wants to throw. Pressure all around, and Stribling snatches it out of the air.
Mm-hmm. The defense was all over the place, applying pressure to the Titans.
With the 49ers. Levis pressured, and he's brought down. Ogbo Okoronkwo with the sack.
Great name, too. Did I say the defense was flying all over the place for the Niners?
54 saying, hey, let's run it back, huh?
No, I had to, man. I just knew the opportunity for us to get back on the field together. I knew this was where my heart wanted to be at, and obviously, I mean, watching them go down last year with the injury and stuff, and I'm just thankful to be able to be back, be back with my guy.
Looking at this game, what do you make of the play of your defense? I mean, that linebacker room is just look at that.
By the way, there was a sack. That was a dumb play-by-play. They're doing an interview, but that play-by-play did nothing for me. I don't know whether they even posted that as a highlight. One more defensive highlight. Hopefully they'll tell you what's happening.
They're off days and they give back, but it truly is the standard around here. There we go. get him heated up. Larry Wirth off the edge, bringing pressure. I think we're going to see more pressure this year. And here's right. We haven't seen a lot of it tonight.
Well, the Niners lost, but it's preseason. Who cares? But that defense was flying, man. That defense is flying around. And as much as we talk about George Kittle, Mike Evans, Christian McCaffrey, there are some 49ers that from a football standpoint are a little long in the tooth, if you will. But that defense is one of the younger defenses in the NFL. And new defensive coordinator, Raheem Morris, coming in. That's always something that Niner fans know we have to keep an eye on. Because it seems that, as we talked about, I think yesterday, every year, every other year, you want to become an NFL head coach, go be the defensive coordinator for the Niners. Because generally, that's where you go afterwards. And then we have to sit, and we have to wait and see, did we get ourselves a gamer, or are we going to have issues this year? And I think Raheem Morris, obviously, former head coach, tons of experience, obviously, has the credentials. It's just a matter of will he have the execution. And my goodness gracious, that I like the way that defense looked last night. And that is something where, look, the 49ers, I think this year, the thing about them, is, especially since they're in the division from hell with the Rams and the Seahawks on either side, but iron sharpens iron. Obviously, they have a great coaching staff and a great play caller who was out there yesterday in Kyle Shanahan. We know that. We know that between Purdy and Christian McCaffrey and Mike Evans and Christian Kirk and George Kittle and perhaps Deshaun Stribling, and again, I'm talking about when healthy, Trent Williams on the line, I should have mentioned him. There's a lot of talent there. And Nick Bosa is dealing with tendonitis in his repaired knee. That's always a little bit scary. But what they have done to kind of make over this defense over the last few years, much like Seattle did, that eventually led them to a championship. You hope that some of these guys will, when I say come out of nowhere, just meaning new to the game or new to the NFL, will show up. And when you look at the talent on there from guys that you know, Nick Bosa, Dre Greenlaw, obviously Fred Warner coming back, Deommodore Lenoir. I love Malik Mustafa, and I love Renardo Green. I love Upton Stout. But if you start getting other guys in there, Mikael Williams, who was hurt last year, that was their big first-round pick, number 11, almost an afterthought because he was a rookie last year and because he did not play a ton of games. You almost forget about that. But the ceiling that they have, I don't think it's too homery to say that there is you could say the ceiling for the Kings is a finals, NBA finals, and obviously that's dumb. I do think the ceiling for the 49ers this year is a Super Bowl title, but just about everything would have to go right for them. Honestly, the rookies would pretty much all have to pan out. There'd have to be one or two in there that are pleasant surprises, even beyond what we think. Most importantly, health. Everybody's pretty much going to have to stay healthy. And when inevitably somebody goes down, that backup's going to have to step in. And just when we hear things like, wow, John Smith sure is making the most of his time filling in for the injured blank, you're going to need to hear that. But if they're healthy and you got that offense worrying, but more importantly, that defense is what you really need to keep an eye on. If that defense is better than expected, and it's expected to be a good defense, don't get me wrong, it could be really, really special. Do I think the Niners are going to win the Super Bowl this year? I do not. But I don't think it's outlandish to say that there's a road for them to do that. And really, they're a very confusing team to predict this year. We will take a break. When we come back, speaking of the 49ers, you heard the play calling there. What you did not hear was Greg Papa on the call as he continues to recover and he spoke to Raj Matai in the Bay Area yesterday. We got a couple clips there, and we'll talk a little bit about Greg next.
Like and subscribe to the Sactown Sports 1140 YouTube channel at Sactown Sports 1140 to get the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross, Matt and Kayla, and the Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles on demand and at your fingertips. Get your fix of the Sacramento Kings, 49ers, Giants, Athletics, NFL, NBA, and the latest in sports and entertainment all in one place at Sactown Sports 1140 on YouTube. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-330-8323 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-330-8323. That's 800-330-8323. What do you have to lose? Call 800-330-8323. Again, 800-330-8323.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown, 411 16th Street, and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. But please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
The summer of Silverado continues at Folsom Chevy. General Manager Eric Wilson and his team have rolled out an incredible deal for August on every 2026 Silverado half-ton truck in stock with a 5.3-liter engine. $13,000 off MSRP, 0% financing for 5 years, no monthly payment for 90 days, and there's a lifetime warranty. Find it all at Folsom Chevy at the Folsom Auto Mall. Must finance with GM on approved credit. $16.67 per 1,000 financed. Cannot be combined with other offers. Ends August 30th, 2026.
Here's the deal. The government is over $38 trillion in debt, which means the IRS isn't slowing down. And the tax code is complex and unforgiving. So it's not surprising if you're one of the millions of Americans that owe back taxes to the IRS. Unfortunately, they're the world's most powerful collection agency, with the ability to garnish your wages, seize your bank accounts, and even take your home or business. But don't be stressed or worried any longer. We're Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm. We have resolved over $3 billion in tax debt for our clients. Our award-winning professionals deal with the IRS every single day, protecting our clients and preparing them for the best possible resolution. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, give Optima a call today.
Call 800-375-2322. 800-375-2322. 800-375-2322.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Carmichael Dave.
He has very good sources, and he just kind of tells it as it is and gets to the point.
Jason Ross.
He has a lot of pretty smart things to say.
He's good at what he does.
On Sactown Sports.
A ruling here. Somebody has thought of a catchphrase when and if 49er rookie Dejon Stribling gets into the end zone. Because his name is Dejon Stribling, they're thinking of calling it the Strip Club. I will say, not to sway any votes, not that it would, but I'm a fan. That's not.
I'll accept that.
Yeah, I'll accept that. Raj Matai of NBC in the Bay Area spoke with Greg Papa. I don't know when he spoke with him, but it aired yesterday. And, look, this is a very emotional thing. Obviously, Greg fighting cancer and all kinds of problems. just starting to do some media and share his progress. He looked good. He looks a little different, that's for sure, but looked good. And he's a dear friend of ours, dear friend of the show as well. And if you're a Niner fan or a Raider fan, obviously, or, pretty much any Bay Area sport, you love Greg Papa, who, beyond being a phenomenally talented broadcaster, is just a good dude, man, and maybe the sharpest guy I've ever known in this business.
And might have the most stories ever.
Yes, he is a host's dream. And sometimes we joke, we have the club of guests that we have where we know, Jason and I and Chris, that when they come on, we don't got to do any of the work, man, because they will take us places.
You can eat close to a dozen donut holes.
Was that Papa?
Yeah.
Greg Papa, Sean Salisbury, Eric Hasseltine, those are the big three. We bring them, they're just going to go. You're going to throw a question out, and they are going to go. And the places Greg takes us sometimes on some of his answers, my favorites are, I'll ask him about DeJon Stribling. Like, for example, today, I'd ask him about DeJon Stribling. He'd be like, he reminds me of Mighty Mo Burris, who played for the Pittsburgh Steelers. You remember that in the 1971 tungsten offense they ran. I don't remember any of that, dude, but I know you do, and I'm going with it.
I remember our favorite shows were when the Niners weren't playing. It was the bye week.
Greg Papa story time every single year.
Oh, thank God we don't have to talk about the Niners.
Exactly. And, man, some of the story, if we ever want to do like a best of compilation album, we should just do one that's purely story times with Greg Papa over the years. The one that always stands out to me is when he talks about Al Davis and his experiences with Al and some of the stories.
And a lot of what he told us, it's like, I don't even know if he should be saying
100%. Greg doesn't have a filter, dude. He does not have a filter.
It's like, what are they going to do, fire me again?
Exactly. Well, we'll get to that in a second. Here he is. Just a brief talk with Raj. Here's a clip.
Oh, wow. You're going to make me cry, bro. Honestly, I'm not afraid to die. It went from a life-threatening situation for certain to a life-altering. So I went from terminal to terminated. Right now, the goal is to get back into that booth and, bellow out. Let's see if I can do it. You ready? Touchdown! San Francisco!
Oh, I think he's got it. By the way, that went into one channel. That worries me. Right in the middle for some reason. It went into one channel. If you guys are having trouble hearing that on YouTube or the text, let me know. I think we're okay. But now, look, that's just there off the cuff, not warmed up. The question is, it's kind of funny. Like I was went into this thing just now, and I caught myself where I'm breaking Greg down like an athlete. Like, well, he's got that there, but does he have the stamina to get through all four quarters? That's going to be the thing. I imagine Greg, and of course I'm saying this all with love and respect. I imagine Greg, you got to have. Oh man, I can't wait till we talk to him again, because I will ask him this. Like, hey, dude, when you get back in the booth, there's got to be like a Greg Papa preseason, right? Like just his own preseason camp, or maybe he starts out, he's not in game shape yet. He does a quarter, gets through. Man, obviously exhausted. He talked about doing games last year, and he was exhausted. There's got to be some benchmarks. It'll be very interesting to talk to Greg and see if there are benchmarks he's got to hit that he sets up for himself to where he knows, really kind of exactly like an injured athlete coming back from rehab, except times a billion. I wonder if there are benchmarks he has to where he goes, okay, I'm in game shape.
What I would actually like to do is like him not calling a game or that. I would just like to hear him just talk about that. Like if there is some sort of stream along with him, or you could watch the game and
like a companion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like, hey, well,
that'd be a good start.
And then he could throw in his stories and stuff like that. That would be great.
That would actually be a really good start. We talked about this last week, by the way. You may remember the story of KNBR firing Greg Papa and his partner on the air and putting John London there. No, John didn't do anything wrong. And I remember saying at the time, because I had not talked to Greg, hey, unless there's stuff here I don't know, and there's always that chance in these situations, maybe a backroom deal, maybe a, hey, we're going to do this for now, and then we're open when you come back. And also acknowledging that whoever, I'm not even mad at KNBR, I'm mad at their parent company, Cumulus, because I would just bet that the program director, Cumulus is going through bankruptcy, not to get too inside baseball, but the program director, whoever that is at KNBR now, probably got that order from on high, and went, you want me to do what? But it just, the whole thing stunk, and I went into a whole soliloquy about how I grew up listening to two stations. I listened to KHTK, of course, here, and I listened to KNBR, and I listened to Pete Franklin. I listened to Bob Fitzgerald in the afternoon. I listened to, my show was Scotty Farrell on the bench at night. Scotty Farrell and Darren Chan, and getting up the guts to call in. And, Scott, if you don't know who Scott Farrell is, who's still going strong in this business, then he is, I think it is fair to say, Scott Farrell might be the most unique voice. And I mean that in every way possible in all of sports radio history. His show, first off, his voice. You think I have a whatever voice? Scott's voice was Scott was like listening to a heavy metal sports show, literally and figuratively, because he'd have this conversational way, talk like this all the time, and no, I'm not exaggerating. All right, who wants to come in here and dance? 1-800-912-1140. Are the 49ers gonna do something in the preseason tonight? We're playing like it's yesterday. Also, golf going on. I don't care about golf. Do you? 1-800-912-1140. Let's go to Fred in Elk Grove. Fred, what's happening? And then a
couple games still going on. Kings and Suns going into overtime.
Exactly. Here on the sports leader with DC, Darren Chan behind the glass taking your phone calls. Scott Farrell is an incredibly unique dude. Anyways, the point is, a lot of love for KNBR, the sports leader growing up, Giants games, all of that. And I said, this is not just a PR hit. This is one of the dirtiest things I've ever, understanding that this is a business, dude. You just fired an icon in the middle of fighting for his life. There's got to be more to this. Well, Greg spoke on that. And, well, listen to Greg.
Talk show was always something I thought I could return to. Doing games is a different challenge.
It's been a long time since we've been together. I've been thinking about you a lot.
So I was fully preparing to return to work. There was never discussion that would not be the case. And then, one day you get a phone call, and I thought it was a return to work plan. Again, I was cleared. My hematologist cleared me to do that. And they went the other way, and they chose to terminate my contract. So I went from terminal to terminated in a short period of time. And it was, but I'm also indestructible. On a human level, it's hard to understand that could be done to you, but it does.
Okay, well. I before I say what I'm about to say, I would like to say I have all the respect in the world. I don't know any of them, or if I do, I barely do, but this is not about any of the talent that works at KNBR, any of the people that work at KNBR. It sucks. But that station can go straight to hell. Absolutely straight to hell. I don't wish for the station to go under, because that would affect a lot of people at the station, some of which I've never had a word with him. I don't know much about him, no disrespect, but I know a guy, Adam Copeland, that works there, who I think used to be the PD for a time, spoke out on the air against this, which is a horrible position to be in. So granted, I'm sure the on-air talent and those behind the scenes were as, if not more, fired. Imagine hearing that and going, oh, great. It's like when we've been through this before. when someone at the station gets fired, it sucks. It's our friend. We see them every day. We feel horrible. We want them here. We had nothing to do with it. But then on top of that, you get to deal with everybody hating your station, everybody talking about the station is trash, and certainly a hell of a lot of, when Kenny Caraway got fired, there was a whole Reddit thread on, and Dave still has a job. You're going to get that.
Stop going on Reddit.
I know. So I say that to just, I don't want KNBR to go in the tank and disappear because it would affect a lot of people that feel as if not more strongly than we do that this sucked. I pray that blank hole of a corporation Cumulus gets gutted to the gills, goes under, fully bankrupt, has to sell off their products, and somebody comes in and buys KNBR and gives them back a little bit of their honor, past glory, act like human beings. And I wouldn't touch that station until that happens. That is honestly the grossest thing I've ever heard in 30 years in this business. Almost 30 years in this business. So, I mean, my God. That is going to absolutely drive me crazy for a while. Sorry, guys, I had to do the transition. I'm talking about something serious. Much like you could drive a Hoblet from Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
It does happen. Talk show is always something I
I'm sorry. Hold on. Sorry, Greg. I'm trying to do that. How is the worst transition of all time? That station drives me crazy. Much like you could drive a Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Dream to make this the summer sales event. Some say summer's the best time of year, not just for the fun and adventures, but the huge savings at Hoblet right now. Save up to $14,500 off MSRP on new 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee Altitudes. Easily one of the best looking Jeeps on the road and has the latest and greatest tech. But Jeep's so much more than tech. Right now you can save also $10,800 off MSRP on new 2026 Jeep Gladiator Sports. It's the best of both worlds. A little Jeep, a little truck for whatever you need to get done. Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period. We'll take a break. We talked about the Niners. Let's talk about Fernando Mendoza and the Raiders next.
Football is back. This is Sactown, baby! And Sactown Sports 1140 is your home for primetime NFL games this season.
This is Kevin Harlan of Westwood One. Catch all the NFL primetime action.
Catch Monday, Thursday, and Sunday night football, international games, the NFL playoffs, and the Super Bowl right here on Sactown Sports all season long. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This is Sactown Sports 1140.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave.
What's up? It's Matt George.
What's good? It's Alan Stiles.
With the most trusted voices in the community.
This is Jason Ross.
Hey, it's Kayla Anderson.
It's Whitey Gleason.
Ready to help promote your business, both as partners and customers. All you have to do is ask. Pick up the phone, dial pound 250 and say, grow my business to get connected with a team member today. That's pound 250 and say, grow my business. Our team will review your product, quickly pair you with a perfect endorser, and create video and audio samples all at no cost or obligation to you. With the most live and local on-air lineup, a dynamic content-driven website, and a state-of-the-art mobile app, Sactown Sports 1140 is tailor-made to help you connect with a sports audience in Sacramento. So why wait? Dial pound 250 today. Say, grow my business, and let us help take you to the next level.
Card collectors know there's nothing as special as a rare one-of-one card. And now you can hear a very rare one-of-a-kind sports card show right here on Sactown Sports. Whitey Gleason here inviting you to join me and Mr. True Sports Cards himself, Imran Pilati, for the True Sports Card Show every Saturday morning at 10 on Sactown Sports. It's the only sports card radio show in the nation. For all your hobby needs, get to True Sports Cards, 6661 Stanford Ranch Road in Rockland. And for hobby, insight, and fun, join us for the True Sports Card Show Saturday mornings at 10 on Sactown Sports.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
Sactown Sports 1140, your local sports leader. The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
Welcome back. Halfway through a Friday program for you. All right. Carmichael Dave, Chris Verlod. Jason Ross on vacation with his family. He'll be back a week from Monday. I forgot, and how could I? People pointed out Tom Tolbert and Ralph Barbieri too. To be honest, Tom came to the station kind of after I started listening, or I was listening to KNBR, Razor, Mr. T, but Barbieri as another guy I grew up, and also how could I possibly forget the midday show with Gary Radnich, who was a longtime KRON sports director, who Radnich and Coase were a little similar to me, just kind of funny and didn't take themselves too seriously, and great storytellers, and two major influences. Somebody pointed out too that about 14 years ago, Barbieri had been with KNBR for 28 years, and was 66, living with Parkinson's disease, and he was let go as well. Alleged age and disability discrimination. There was a lot. Anyways, just the point being, who knows what happened there? I don't. I don't want to be accusatory, but it's not a good look, guys. Just not a good look. And there's a contract radio stations have with their listeners. I've always been taught that, and I've always believed that. We're talking about Greg Pop being fired. They're from Cambia. There's a contract. We here at the station try to maintain consistency, build characters and personalities, and we get to come into your speakers, well, however you may be listening, viewing, whatever. And there is study after study after study in this business that shows that, look, if you have a bad show, you have a bad show. If you're a bad personality, you're a bad personality. You got to make a move. But it is so hard to have longevity in this business, but longevity breeds listeners. You have to get a foothold. Think about it. People are creatures of habit. The fact that I've been doing this show, I know for a fact, I've been doing this show in the mornings with various co-hosts, and now, with Jason, I'm having the time of my life. And hopefully we, famous last words, but that keeps going on forever. But I know for a fact that doing this show for 13 years has saved my butt sometimes. There are there's shockingly some shows we do aren't as good as the other shows we do. Everybody's got bad days, bad hours, bad weeks. You get in a rut, whatever it may be. But I know for a fact that doing the show for 13 years and having the same consistent core of listeners we have every day, that's what they do. They know us. You've come to know us. You've come to know, in my case at least, families. And, Chris is a character. I'm a character. Jason's a character. You come in. And by the way, in the advent, I'm not that egotistical, in the advent of media now, a lot of you interact with each other and have nothing to do with the show. Like, we got a whole group of YouTubers right now. And some of these folks, talked about this before, I see, by the way, they're speaking of a contract with our listeners, they like to see us on camera, Chris. Apparently the camera's out. It was good timing. But I see guys like Peg and Dwayne and MC and even Chris, Aaron, I'm just reading the Campea, the names I'm seeing on the first page of the chat, that are here every single day for damn near 4 hours. Sometimes they're commenting on the show. Oftentimes, they're commenting on things that have nothing to do with the show. It's their own little, little world, little discussion, little community board. I love that. Would I rather everybody only comment on the show all the time and pay attention 100% of the time? Of course, but can't be expected. I don't blame anyone for that. I get it. Sometimes we say things that are commentable. That's our fault. Sometimes we don't, and people are just doing their own thing. Hey. But my point is, going back to the Greg Papa thing, is that you build characters that you all allow us to interact with you, to try to entertain and inform you. And Greg Papa has built up, like Ralph Barbieri or Tom Tolbert or Gary Radnich, or in this case here, Whitey Gleason, Grant Napier. I would like to think myself and Jason Ross. Like, we've built up this time and contract with you guys. And I can't control who gets fired and who doesn't, myself included. But that's when that happens, it's beyond, we're changing brands of milk. There are people that are incredibly loyal. And maybe some people don't like a certain personality, but others love that personality, rely on them every day. And now corporate overlords have made decisions. It sucks.
Yeah, shout out to the proletariat.
It does. It sucks. And I'm also aware that, folks like Kayla, Alan Stiles, talking about two of the newest folks. I'm not including Matt because Matt was here before. Matt went and did TV. And Matt has been here for a while. It's incredibly challenging for them to come in. First off, I shouldn't say nobody. People don't like change and they don't like new people. Okay, just a default. You're looking for whatever. And the next thing you know, you know what? Actually, I've been listening. Okay, that's fine. And then after a while, it's like, man, what would I do without listening to them? Wow, they're great. You know all their picadillos and their ins and outs, and you get to know them. And it's tough for them to come in and establish a brand and a personality. Maybe they were replacing beloved people in this market, whatever it may be. It sucks. My point is this, when we go back to Greg Papa, is that, look, I think KNBR is obviously already a sinking ship, and they're doing everything we can. And we've seen a lot of comings and goings in the radio business, and I'll move on to the Raiders here in a second. I'm just talking baseball, inside baseball. We've seen a lot of comings and goings over the last couple weeks in the business of radio and media in general. And look, some of that's normal. It happens. Generally, it happens right around this time of year, especially in sports radio. August is usually, July and August is generally when you're going to see most of your comings and goings. Why? Because it's the dead hour. It's the dog days. And so what your bosses out there, the program directors, the general managers are doing, you don't want to make moves in the middle of go time. Sports radio stations make their money from September to mid-April to June. That stretch. June, July, August, that's when things, you wind up one season.
Prime time of baseball season?
Yeah. Who'da thunk? So generally moves are made in August because it gives the new people coming in time to establish themselves a little bit and get their sea legs. And the next thing you know, the NFL kicks off, the NBA right behind it, and you got all your shows and personalities in place for the new season. So that's why that happened then, I'm sure. But KNBR is screwed, dude. It's just really, really sad. And it's really sad. I'm talking more about KNBR damn near than I am Greg Papa. Because I'm not necessarily sad for Greg. It sucks for Greg. I'm pissed for Greg. I'm not sad because Greg Papa, health permitting, he's a giant. He's a legend. He's a titan in this industry, and he will do just fine. The only thing standing between Greg and regaining his throne, if you will, is just his health, and we're all pulling for him. The Raiders, one of the, if not the most exciting preseason debuts in the business, in the entire NFL, because they got the number one pick, Fernando Mendoza, and everything else going on. Here is, and this is self-edited by the Raiders. Here's, from what you can understand, this is Max Crosby leading the pregame huddle. Always nice when they mic them up. And I had that muted. That's my fault. Always nice when they mic them up.
Hey, man, all the work we've been doing together, man, come on this way. Take it out in these weeks. That's right. First, second, third, fourth team, it doesn't matter. Combinate, do what we do. Let's get her. Giggle me, 3, 1, 2, 3. Bang!
It sounded like he said giggle me. I don't know what he said there at the end. It sounded like he said giggle me, 1, 2, 3. I'm pretty sure that's not what he said. Anyways, if your radio wasn't cutting out, by the way, that's just swear words we can't play. Here's Fernando Mendoza entering the game. It is 3rd and goal from what appears to be about the 6-7 yard line, and he is in the shoddy. Let's see what happened.
At this game, Mendoza, quick throw, low, and it's caught! The Mandalorian with his first Raider touchdown, and it goes to Jack Bess.
Wait, what? Hold on a second here.
The Mandalorian.
Fernandalorian? Is that a thing?
I thought it said Mandalorian.
Hold on.
The Mandalorian.
The Mandalorian?
Yeah.
The Mandalorian?
Dork.
Okay, hold on a second. Fernandalorian would work because that goes with Mandalorian. The Mandalorian would work because that's Mendoza. Was he just straight calling him the Mandalorian?
That's what it sounds like.
I feel like this is I'm sure this is something everyone else knows but me.
The Mandalorian with his first Raider touchdown.
I'm going to guess that it's going to end up being like his longtime nickname for 3 years.
Oh, no, we're getting it wrong. The Mandalorian. Combining his first nickname, Nando, for Fernando, with Mandalorian. So it's the Nandalorian.
Now this is...
And I've got Raider fans texting me on my personal phone.
Yeah?
I don't even know how they got the number.
Now that's got me going here because I'm trying to think. The Nandalorian. Is that better than Fernandalorian? I guess it's probably better than the Mandalorian because Mendoza. I'm trying to think if I like that or not.
Oh, it's from that the video he did with Cousins.
When they were doing Step Brothers?
Yeah. That's what they brought up. Thank you, Basil.
I'll accept it. That's fine. I think this is the same exact highlight, but let me see here. Yeah, it is the same exact highlight. All right. Remember I was talking to you about the play action fake from The Mandalorian and how he fooled the entire, well, not only the defense, but the cameraman and the whole crowd. And it was Mike Washington Jr. who broke one off.
is a straight I formation for Washington to run behind. And he's into daylight. He gets a block. Mike Washington Jr. all the way down to the 12-yard line. He rips off a 56-yard run, and the block by Connor Hayward sprung him.
Okay, great blocking. Great job by Mike Washington Jr. Holy crap, what a fake by Mendoza. Seriously, I know what's coming. And I'm watching that replay. If you get a chance, watch it yourself. I'm watching that replay, and I'm still thinking, dude, does he have the ball? Was that a shovel? Nope, he never had the ball. Wow, that is pretty cool. Here's more Raiders work.
5-3 as a starter. On third down, fires to Mayer. He is open. Touchdown Raiders. What do you want to see on the opening drive of preseason?
How about that? And the Raiders, they would lose to the Cardinals. But again, it's not. I mean, I know you play to win the game. I get it. Not really in preseason though. Like, yeah, come on. By the way, we do have breaking news in the world of baseball for you. Breaking news.
When it breaks,
We have it first.
it's Sactown Sports Breaking News.
Yes, well, it had been rumored. It is now official. The 2028 All-Star Game will be in San Francisco. Oracle Park will host that All-Star Game. That is official. Now, what I am wondering here is, because we just wrapped up the 2026 All-Star Game, who is about to get royally screwed over in baseball? Where is the 2027 All-Star Game going to be set? Let's see. It will be, Wrigley Field. Wrigley Field's getting screwed. Wow, that sucks. Because the odds are heavy. Look, maybe not heavy, I should say. I think the odds are incredibly heavy that baseball ain't starting on time next year. There's pretty good odds there will be no baseball next year, and there's really good odds there will be no All-Star Game next year. I wonder how that works. Like, if they end up not playing the All-Star Game next year because there's no baseball, does Wrigley just get skipped, and then they've got to go to the back of the line in 3-4 years? You got to love the Cubs fan that's like, all I've ever wanted to see is an All-Star Game at Wrigley, and then it gets skipped.
You're a dork if that's what you've been.
I know. I'm just saying.
I mean, I think the bigger question is, are the Giants going to have an All-Star?
Well, in baseball, thank God, each team gets one.
They'll have at least one.
They will have at least one All-Star. That is cool, because there is one thing I've always kind of wanted to do.
And there is a tiny chance that the A's could still be here, so it would be kind of funny that there are more A's players in the...
Is there a chance?
Isn't it 3
February?
seasons and an opt?
Yeah,
and
but
a 4th-year option?
Yeah, but that stadium, at least last I saw, is supposed to be completed February of 2028.
That's why I said tiny chance.
Yeah. Okay, so what would that... Well, I don't recognize it when you say it like that. I think it's... Well, yeah, it's a tiny chance. It's just a little bitty chance. Yeah.
Hey, I'm still here, guys. I still love West Sacramento.
Well, either way, one thing I have always wanted to do was I would like to go see a home run derby. I think that would be fun. And I just don't know. I mean, obviously, I think if I remember correctly, I've looked before, and those tickets are usually rather expensive and sold out. People, I mean, why not? You get to go see a bunch of home runs. I'm just trying to think. Nah, I had to think about it for a second. I was going to say, would I rather have a seat in the bleachers where all the home runs are being sent? Or would I rather be like behind the plate or some seat where I can see up close if I can get the tickets? These guys smashing balls. Hello? I think I would much rather be there. And you know what? Honestly, screw being in the bleachers for a couple of reasons. Number one, oh, hey, I'm going to have, well, what do you think? What is there? I don't know off the top of my head, but let's say there's 8 participants in the home run derby, and an average of 10 home runs per are hit. It's probably more than that. You're getting 80 to over 100 balls hit out to the bleachers. Let's say, I don't know, more righties than lefties. They're going to pull. So let's say left field, you're probably getting at least 50. I don't know that 50 times I want baseballs traveling at high speeds towards me with hundreds of people in my immediate vicinity all leaning in, jumping over each other, limbs everywhere, trying to catch a home run ball, which, by the way, brings up another question we should ask Imran Pilati, who does our collectible show, cards and all that on the weekends. If Junior Caminero hits a home run in the home run derby and I catch it, is that even worth anything? Is that even a collectible? Other than I'd obviously personally collect it and I'd put it on a little thing or whatever that that I'd put on my shelf or something with the date. Maybe try to get it signed. I don't know. What am I talking about? I don't want to try to get it signed anymore. But
okay, so what would be your, if you you get a wish to be able to watch the home run derby in San Francisco, what would it be?
What do you mean? Like, where would I sit?
Yeah, okay, you get to sit, do whatever you want for the derby. What is your...
It would either be, my instinct says directly behind home plate.
Because mine, you might be surprised, a little different.
I think, honestly, it would be just to the right of home plate, like a little out, maybe like a quarter of the way from home plate to first base. So I'm still really close to home, but I'm kind of, so I could get that angle on their swing and the hit. Where would you be?
I'd want to be on a boat out in the
McCovey Cove. Okay. That's a phenomenal thing to bring up, Chris. I didn't even think about that.
Where you could maybe get a grill and stuff like that.
Hold on, dude. But here's the thing. A little like I said about not wanting to be in the bleachers for those exact reasons. Are there not going to be 500 boats out there?
Yeah, but if you're in a boat.
So you're talking about a big boy.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this much. I'm not going to be in that little unrolled condom boats that those people have out
now
there.
I'm seeing the problem, though.
Yeah.
Is because it's going to be on Netflix. So you've got the TV on the boat, but because it's streaming on Netflix, it's like 2 minutes behind.
Yeah.
So now you're not following it all. Okay, I take it back.
What you will know is maybe you could get an earpiece and just bet your friend, hey dude, I'll bet you it's 18 home runs here. I don't know, man. I don't know if not only do you have baseballs flying at you on a boat, but God, if anybody gets screwy out there. But yes, you will see McCovey Cove. There's going to be a lot of advertising out there. I can promise you that. They'll figure out a way to sell that. It's a great point. That's very unique. That's a very unique thing about Oracle Park is having McCovey Cove. What happened to the old timers game, by the way? The All-Star game. We don't do that anymore.
Old timers game.
Yeah, they used to have an old timers game. Maybe not part. I can't remember.
I know the celebrity softball game. It's different.
You don't remember old timer games?
No.
Oh man, that was a thing, dude. And you would have let me put it this way: if they had an old timers game at Oracle Park, you would see it would be Ken Griffey Jr., Barry Bonds, Jeff Bagwell. Maybe you'd get a couple of guys from the 80s, but they'd be the real old guys.
I think I know why I don't know about it. The last one was in 1994.
Was it at the All-Star game?
Yes.
Yeah. The New York Yankees are currently the only baseball team in the major leagues to host an annual Old Timers Day. A lot of other people used to. I don't know why is it I mean, I get it. Is it Is it because you just don't want to see him or somebody's going to get hurt? Like in 1965 at an Old Timers game, Joe DiMaggio hit a grand slam into the left field stands. Maybe this is why. In 2025, the Yankees held their 77th Old Timers Day and the first with a game since 2019. During the game, Mariano Rivera ruptured his Achilles. I didn't even hear about that. No, what? No. Great. What are you doing that for? That was Chris, not me. I love Mariano Rivera. Plus, I would never laugh at somebody getting hurt. You're going to hell, dude. What was wrong with you? We'll take a break when we come back. All right, got two things for you. The Kings schedule and what some NFL rookies spent their money on. There's a point to that second one, by the way. I caught a common thread I wasn't expecting. We'll get to all that right after this.
Sactownsports.com is your online home for sports in Sacramento. Dive deep into the Kings, 49ers, Raiders, Giants, Athletics, and more with your favorite local personalities and some of the most trusted sports voices in the community. Stream Sactown Sports 1140. Watch original video content and read in-depth analysis all in one location. Sactownsports.com. Your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
I'm not one to say I told you so, but I switched to Pure Talk over a year ago, and ever since, I've been telling people there's no better wireless company out there. Well, a few months ago, a massive survey was conducted. 123,000 people were asked to rate their wireless carrier in 4 categories: coverage, support, data, and overall value. Well, the results are in. Guess which wireless company was the only wireless company to get 5 stars in every category? Yeah. Pure Talk. 5 stars, every category. To celebrate, Pure Talk is offering the first 3 months of any plan for just $15 a month, including their top-tier unlimited plan. No contract, no commitment, just a very inexpensive way to test drive the only American wireless company with 5 stars in every category. Just dial pound 250, say micro, and Pure Talk's U.S. customer service will take it from there. Again, pound 250, micro. And yes, I told you so.
There she goes, our baby.
Are we ready for this?
You added her to your AAA auto policy. With 24/7 claim support, she's covered.
Our AAA agent, you're here too?
We're always here for you. Visit AAA.com/insurance to get a quote today.
Want the best movie experience in town? Join Sactown Sports IMAX Pass by visiting SactownSports.com. Sign up today. You can win tickets to see this week's films at the Esquire IMAX Theater.
The biggest concerts and events are on the Sactown Sports Live Events calendar. August 21st, party with the B-52s and Men Without Hats at Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Ty Myers takes over the Lake Tahoe Amphitheater at Caesars Republic August 22nd. George Thorogood rocks Thunder Valley August 24th. September starts with Thunder Showdown 5 Pro Boxing September 5th. Zach Top headlines 2 nights at the Lake Tahoe Amphitheater September 11th and 12th. Five Finger Death Punch Rocks Toyota Amphitheater September 14th. Earth, Wind & Fire light up Hard Rock Live Sacramento September 15th and 16th. And Riley Green hits Toyota Amphitheater September 19th. Then check out California Overland Adventure and Power Sports Show September 26th and 27th at the Sonoma County Event Center. October brings Leonard Skinner October 2nd at Ironstone Amphitheater. And Thomas Rhett October 3rd at Golden One Center. Find every show and every ticket now on the Sactown Sports Live Events calendar at SactownSports.com.
In celebration of 80 years of 49ers football, Sactown Sports is counting down 80 of the most memorable moments that have shaped the team's storied legacy and winning tradition. Here's today's faithful flashback.
Number 19. Steve Young's iconic scramble.
Steve Young's most famous rushing touchdown was his spectacular 49-yard scrambling touchdown against the Minnesota Vikings on October 30th of 1988. It is widely considered one of the greatest quarterback runs in NFL history, featuring a dramatic weaving scramble that broke multiple tackles to secure a 24-21 win. Trailing late in the fourth quarter at the stick, Young dropped back to pass. He dodged heavy pressure and avoided a sack, then scrambled through a tangle of defenders, turning a broken play into a wild zigzagging journey. Receiving a key block from Jerry Rice, Young was in the clear, yet he stumbled his way into the end zone and collapsed over the goal line in an exhausting yet breathtaking iconic run.
Full flashbacks on Sactown Sports 1140.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
On Sactown Sports.
Welcome back. I got a couple of things for you here. Chris, Anita ruling, good prank, bad prank. So, shockingly, I can tell that my wife and daughter have not begun the drive to LA yet. They were supposed to set off at 8 a.m. But they haven't. And the way I know they haven't is because if you own a Tesla, you can bring up on the app your vehicle and you can do things like start the air conditioning or whatever. A lot of cars have that. And I have both my wife's and mine on the app, so I can see her car right now. I can tell, if it was driving where they were. It's got a little location thingy on it. But I can also see things like if it's charging, which it is. She didn't charge it last night. And I can see if there's any doors open. And so I'm looking at the car right now. I was looking at it during the break, and the trunk is open. They're obviously loading the trunk up. And so I've been hitting close on the trunk, and it's been closing, and then it's being reopened. And she has obviously not figured out yet what is going on. She's just, I guarantee you, she's wondering why the trunk is closing on its own. And part of me wants to keep doing it until she figures it out, but then the other part of me goes, wait a minute, it's early morning. They were up all night. They have a drive to LA ahead of them. My wife gets in what she calls mode, which is basically locked in. She'll do it when she's like cleaning the house or whatever. I can always tell she has headphones on or something. And you don't talk to her. She's great at packing the cars. She always does that whenever we go on a trip because it's like Tetris. She finds amazing ways to be able to load the vehicle up and put 900 pounds of stuff in there. I just throw it in there. She draws a blueprint first. So I know she's in mode right now. And that is the time where you do not mess with her. We have, I don't know if you've ever seen these. They're these little stuffed animal looking things. And it's an octopus. And like the octopus will be green, but you can turn it inside out and it turns into an orange octopus. Have you seen these things where you turn them inside out and they're different colors?
Kind of sounds familiar.
Okay. So we have an octopus. This is a true story. We have an octopus on our counter, on our kitchen counter that just kind of hangs out there with the rest of the stuff. A little thing, the cup with pens and pencils in it or scissors or, the stuff you have on your counters. We have a little octopus there, a little green octopus that turns orange when you turn it inside out. We have a long-standing family tradition. This goes back like 6 years now with the kids, where if my wife is in a mood, like she's locked in or she had a bad day or something, somebody turns the octopus orange, and it's very subtle, but we all look at the octopus right when we walk in, and we know if it's orange octopus, you need to be very, very careful.
You should also have a list of what made the octopus orange.
That's the thing. That's a little tougher to. That's a little tougher than doing the other thing. I think I'm gonna
great prank though.
It is a great prank, but I think I'm gonna. I don't see any way that ends other than her figuring out what I'm doing, and then me getting either a very long text or a very, very bad for me phone call where she's like, you're screwing around at work. I'm about to do a 7-hour drive with your daughter, and then just taking out all. I guarantee you, her frustration level right now with Avery is through the roof. Through the roof. They got a schedule to keep to. My wife is very organized when it comes to that, and if we're off schedule, she gets pissed. So she's going to take out all her anger on Avery at me and be like, so you're just sitting there at work closing the trunk on my head. Ha, ha, ha. Very fun. Yeah, I think I'll. You know what I can do, though? Hold on. I can make the horn go off. I'll do it once. And it went off. Okay, we'll see. Well, I'll keep you updated as to whether or not she finds out it's me. Fernando Mendoza,
I would say one of those moments that I had was my friend and I were going to the Crest for a show, and so I have the tickets on my phone, so to show them to scan in and stuff. And as we're walking in, I can't unlock my phone with the password. It's like it's not working, and it's like I go, and you know, like you hit the wrong number. It's like okay, I hit it again. It's not working. I'm hitting again, and there's like a line behind us. And we're getting close, and I am cussing and freaking out and sweating. And then she so slightly says, oh, having trouble unlocking your phone.
That's dirty.
And it's her ticket, too.
That's so dirty.
It was one of those ones where I was just like, I had so many emotions at the same time of this is hilarious. And at the same time, very annoyed.
Well, I have questions now. Hold on. How did she know how to change? How did she know your password to change your password?
I think it was one of those things of like
she like,
oh, have you seen this? No, like, oh, give me your phone. Let me show you. And it was in that moment.
Oh my God. Well, at least I have friends who have Android phones. And dude, I don't even know what's up with that, man. They don't have a passcode. They got to draw some picture with their finger on the phone. You know, from like make a little constellation to open it up. No, thank you. Mike Silver, by the way, father of Greg Silver, who we were just talking about, Greg Papa's former partner, just dropped an article on The Athletic about Fernando Mendoza that caught my eye. So since we just talked about the Raiders. We'll finish up here and then move on. It occurs to me, Chris, that the quarterback room for the Raiders might be the most straight-edge quarterback room in the history of all of sports. I don't know why I never really put it too far together, but you have Fernando Mendoza that is so hokey, and I mean that in a good way. I love him. But he's so hokey, you almost wonder if it's a character. It's not. That's who he is. But, man, you know, oh, geez, golly, gee willikers, you know, that type of dude. But it's so real, you love it. Then you have Kirk Cousins, who is famously, like, straighter than straight edge, like Phillip Rivers almost style. And then you have Tom Brady, and I get Tom Brady probably the least of all of them. But let's remember, like, Tom Brady eats like a carrot and a celery for breakfast every day, and, you know.
Avocado ice cream for dessert.
There you go. So what the hell are those three guys doing when they party? Milk? Parcheesi? Backgammon? Well, Silver's talking to Mendoza, and some of these quotes are great. He's talking about the Las Vegas Strip. And Mendoza says, I've been there once or twice, but I haven't really experienced the Strip. It's like a boogeyman. A lot of people talk about the Strip like, you don't want to go there. It's like when you're a kid, you're trick-or-treating, and there's the haunted house. You're trying not to go over there. He has some good football quotes in here talking about the system and all that and how he got here. This might be my favorite, talking about how much Kirk Cousins is familiar with Clint Kubiak's scheme. Quote, rookie year, it really gets slammed up on you. Like, boom, Here's your playbook, and here we go. Especially seeing Kirk in the room, who knows a lot. It's like, wow, I thought I knew a lot. Holy shuck. I'm how far behind? I've got to study this to feel confident in my preparation and in myself. Now, come on, dude. Holy shuck. Deion Sanders famously would never curse, and I always think that's fine. But I always loved the dichotomy of somebody like Fernando Mendoza, who is like, he is really like a little 12-year-old kid with his eyes wide open. Just he's a walking Disney character playing an absolutely brutal sport.
So my first school that I went to from preschool to second grade was a very hardcore Christian school. And you would get in trouble.
When you say that, hold on, I'm sorry. I know what you mean, but when you say hardcore Christian school, I'm thinking like, yeah, we're Christians, like mosh pit type of thing. You mean it was incredible? They're very adhered to the rules and the regulations. Yes. I got you. Okay.
And so we were taught that saying something like "holy shucks" is just as bad as saying a bad word because
we know what you mean.
You're thinking it. Just because you're saying it, you're thinking it, and that's just as bad.
Look, it's one of those times where it's like I'm gonna not opine because somebody out there is gonna get offended. And we're always talking in fun, and honestly, as I've always said, as long as your beliefs are not hurting anyone, I'm all for it, man. I am all for it. I've said before, I don't discriminate. I grew up across the street, for example, from a Mormon family, big Mormon family. And I used to, if I'd stay the night over there on Saturdays, I'd go to church with them on Sundays. And I didn't know anything what they were talking about. And a lot of it, I was bored. And it's Sunday morning, I'm tired, whatever. We stayed up all night playing board games. But, man, I always admired all the, they had so many friends. They had so many activities. One of which every Sunday, by the way, can I just take a quick aside here, was called bobbing for apples. Have you ever bobbed for apples?
No.
Okay. You understand the concept.
Yes.
Big, giant bucket of water. You have your hands behind your back. You're on your knees, and you are trying to dip your mouth into the water and bite into an apple, and then, hey, you get an apple. I don't know why it never occurred to me then. But that has got to be one of the most all-time disgusting activities in world history that seems benign and fun. You have a bunch of germy-ass kids gathered around a bucket full of water, of which the water itself is probably questionable, with open mouths, in which the water is going into and expelling out of their mouths constantly, and then somebody else goes in and does the same thing. You're effectively dipping your open mouth into a bucket of backwash. And God forbid the ones that have to go later on when you got like 30 people doing this. Who the hell, does anyone bob for apples anymore? And if you do, does that not bother you? Yeah, shame on you. Yuck. Bobbing for apples should be outlawed, and I'm going to start the trend. I wasn't allowed to say suck as a kid in school. We had a science teacher, Mr. K, who said you can't say that because it's short for suck blank. So he said, the way I will allow you to get around it is you can't say suck, but you can say reduce atomic pressure.
Dork.
Fernando Mendoza as we go to break. This Raiders facility is so great. The weight room, they have a flipping pool. This is like a resort. There's 3 meals a day. The chefs here are amazing. There's so much stuff to do. He really is Will Ferrell. I love it. I love this kid. We'll take a break. What's hot, what's not. We'll go streaking. King's schedule coming up as well next.
Football is back.
This is Sactown, baby!
And Sactown Sports 1140 is your home for primetime NFL games this season.
This is Kevin Harlan of Westwood One. Catch all the NFL primetime action.
Catch Monday, Thursday, and Sunday night football, international games, the NFL playoffs, and the Super Bowl right here on Sactown Sports all season long. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown, 411 16th Street, and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. But please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
With 25 award-winning years in Northern California, Ashton & Price is your local injury law firm. Pro attorney tip: if a firm presents as local but they're in LA, red flag. If your first consultation is not with a lawyer, big red flag. At Ashton & Price, your first consult is with a local attorney, and if serious injury prevents travel, a lawyer will come to you. Still not enough? George Washington's my uncle. At Ashton & Price, no red flags, just red, white, and blue.
Remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
The summer of Silverado continues at Folsom Chevy. General Manager Eric Wilson and his team have rolled out an incredible deal for August on every 2026 Silverado half-ton truck in stock with a 5.3-liter engine. $13,000 off MSRP, 0% financing for 5 years, no monthly payment for 90 days, and there's a lifetime warranty. Find it all at Folsom Chevy at the Folsom Auto Mall. Must finance with GM on approved credit. $16.67 per 1,000 financed. Cannot be combined with other offers. Ends August 30th, 2026.
Card collectors know there's nothing as special as a rare one-of-one card. And now you can hear a very rare one-of-a-kind sports card show right here on Sactown Sports. Whitey Gleason here inviting you to join me and Mr. True Sports Cards himself, Emran Pilati, for the True Sports Card Show every Saturday morning at 10 on Sactown Sports. It's the only sports card radio show in the nation. For all your hobby needs, get to True Sports Cards, 6661 Stanford Ranch Road in Rockland. And for hobby, insight, and fun, join us for the True Sports Card Show Saturday mornings at 10 on Sactown Sports.
Country in the Park 2, presented by your California Army National Guard, October 23rd at Heart Health Park at Cal Expo with Bailey Zimmerman, Russell Dickerson, plus more. Enjoy line dancing, live DJs, mechanical bull, and food trucks. Tickets start at just $70. Country in the Park 2, October 23rd at Heart Health Park at Cal Expo with Sky River Casino and Joel Gott Wines. More info at CITPFest.com.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance. And now we're customizing this ad for your morning commute to wake you up, which could help your driving. Science says that stimulating the brain increases alertness. So here's a pop quiz. How many months have 28 days? What gets wetter as it dries? What has keys but can't open locks? If you don't want to hear the answers, turn off this Liberty Mutual ad now. 12 months, a towel, piano. Enjoy being fully alert.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
What's hot?
Yeah, hot. Real hot.
And what's not?
It's not good.
Brought to you by American Energy Heating and Air, Sacramento's complete heating and cooling company, and second opinion partner.
Who is hot? Who's hot? Dave loves L.A. Dave loves it. No, he doesn't. But what about him?
Well, it's not the Dodgers, but your favorite player on your favorite team, Shohei Ohtani.
Oh.
So far in his first 3 seasons with the Dodgers, he has 147 home runs. There are only 3 other players with more home runs through their first 3 seasons with the team, and they are...
Who are the players?
Yes.
Jim Thome?
Nope.
Kyle Schwarber.
You got to think of a new team. They started with one team, and then on their new team, they got all these home runs.
Okay, started with the one team, and then on the new team, because I was thinking, when Tommy switched from the Indians, Phillies, or same thing with Pete Alonso. No. Are any of them modern, or are we talking?
They are all retired.
Rafael Palmeiro?
2 are still alive.
Hold on. McGuire.
Mark McGuire, 159 home runs with the St. Louis Cardinals.
It's not going to be Griffey Jr. Oh, Barry Bonds.
Nope.
What? I give up.
Alex Rodriguez, who had 156 with the Rangers, and Babe Ruth, who had 149 with the Yankees.
Babe Ruth. George Herman is what his friends called him. I will give you a what's not hot, but maybe for the first time in the history of this segment, it's a what's not hot that's a tremendous thing. And that is the current weather in Sacramento. Dude, I just went outside again. Now, look, you always joke about I love L.A. Here's what I will give Southern California, especially, and obviously it's the same up here. I love coastal Southern California mornings. I'll admit that. I've always admitted that. They got us, dude.
Like Oceanside or San Diego, that area?
Yes.
Oh, it's perfect.
Yes. Rancho Santa Fe. Rancho Palos Verdes, Cardiff, all those, just insane mornings. And then the clouds will break off in the afternoon. You have a nice afternoon day. Dude, we are in the middle of August right now, and I want to appreciate it. It's currently 64 degrees and overcast.
Love it.
My favorite. This is, people go, I know a lot of you probably think, hey, Dave, I wonder what Dave's favorite weather is. Well, let me tell you, this right here, if it could be this weather every day, all year long, I would take it. It's perfect golf weather. It's perfect hangout weather. I can go outside in short sleeves, and maybe if the wind blows, my hair might stand up a tiny bit, but not really. It's fine. No direct sunlight. It's supposed to last another hour. And then the sun comes out. It says the high today will be 83 around 4 p.m., which, by the way, is, look, if we're sitting here in spring, I'm a little pissed about it. But that is phenomenal weather for August. Malcolm in the chat says, will my wife's car make it to L.A. on a single charge? No. I think it kind of would, maybe. I don't know if it makes it to my sister's. Because she lives a little into L.A. But no, I mean, that's a long drive depending on traffic, 6 to 8 hours, usually around 7. But there's a charging station stop about halfway down that we always stop at, and it's just integrated into our trip. We stop there. There's a bunch of different restaurants there. We go eat something. While we're eating, it charges. Get back all charged up, ready to go. So I know a lot of people that worry, and I'm not trying to be an electric car salesman here. I'm just saying you integrate them into your trip, and I like getting out and stretching. All right, who's not?
Oh, I thought you had the perfect what's not, but I would have to say what else is not are opponents of Jake Bennett in the first inning.
Ooh.
Jake Bennett has become the only pitcher over the last 50 seasons to have a 0 ERA and a sub 100 batting average for his opponents in the first inning.
Interesting. Well, that's pretty good.
He's his own opener. Wasn't that a thing for a bit in baseball? The opener?
Yeah, it still kind of is. I got a movie trivia for you, since you mentioned Bennett. Do you remember the movie that Arnold Schwarzenegger's famous line, "I'll be back," was first said? It's not a trick question. You probably
Terminator?
That is correct. Now, he said it in more than one movie, but in one movie, he said, "I'll be back," and he got a response from the bad guy named Bennett, who said, "I'll be ready." Do you remember this movie?
Bennett, is that...
I'm actually rooting for you.
Oh, I can't think of the name. Is it the one where his daughter's kidnapped?
Ray Don Chong was a co-star with him in that movie.
Am I the right? I can't think of the name of it. It starts with a C.
Yep.
Oh my God, I can't think of it.
Also, an incredibly popular late 80s pizza parlor style video game. I'll give you a hint if you want it.
Yes.
It's how I would refer to you today if you informed me that you were not wearing any form of underwear.
Commando.
That is correct. 1985's
Such
Commando.
a great, that is such a great Schwarzenegger. It's got all the key things of action. The guy is out of it, but we need you for one last run.
Well, let's be honest. That is a tried and true. The super badass has retired from that world into a calm life of peace. Whether it's a Schwarzenegger character, whether it's John Wick and the dog, obviously the one that comes to everybody's mind, MacGruber. They have retired, or they're not doing that anymore. They got some Rambo, and then it's either somebody from their past needs their help, or somebody did something to them that jarred them so badly that they always go into the secret room in their house, or they pull up the boards on the floor. And that's where the go box of all their passports, maybe their ammunition. They've got a room with a safe with all the guns.
Let off some steam.
You wanted me back. Now I'm back.
If you love those, did you ever see Last Action Hero?
Yes.
Love that movie.
I love that movie.
I don't get why you get so much hate.
I don't either. It's because it's hokey at times, but so is Commando.
But I'm thinking, because you're thinking of the thing he's going to say. He's like, you want me to say this and you want me to say that. Little baby boogie bumpers. Ha! You didn't think I was going to say that.
And as we go to break, we all have our favorites. If I were to say to you, what's your favorite line from any Schwarzenegger movie ever? There's plenty. True Lies, there's a ton.
Why did the dinosaurs die? The Ice Age.
See, to the point, and we'll break here, to the point you just made about not expecting things to, you could give me my entire lifetime, and I never would have had Arnold Schwarzenegger telling children, boys have a, girls have a, to this day, that is the most random line out of any Schwarzenegger movie I've ever heard. We'll take a break.
Who is my daddy
and what does he do? We'll make up on some of these sports notes we got. I still got what NFL rookies have spent their money on. We got the Kings schedule we got to peruse that I'm putting off that I need to get to. And so many other things as well, including the Field of Dreams game yesterday. We'll talk about it next.
Follow Sactown Sports 1140 on Instagram and X at Sactown 1140 to see the best moments from all your favorite shows and up-to-the-minute live reactions and updates on the Kings, 49ers, and more. That's at Sactown 1140 on Instagram and X. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
T-Mobile is launching something no other wireless network offers. Introducing Nothing. Pay nothing today and walk out of the store with a new phone.
What did he say?
Nothing.
You definitely said something about nothing.
Exactly. Go to T-Mobile, pay nothing up front, and leave with a new phone.
Wait, nothing rules.
She gets it.
Hey, thanks for nothing.
For the first time ever, switch to T-Mobile, pay nothing. No taxes, no fees, no money down. And walk out with a new phone. There are 250 reasons to choose T-Mobile, and now nothing is holding you back.
On eligible devices with qualifying credit plan and 36-month finance agreement. Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance. And now we're customizing this ad for your morning commute to wake you up, which could help your driving. Science says that stimulating the brain increases alertness. So here's a pop quiz. How many months have 28 days? What gets wetter as it dries? What has keys but can't open locks? If you don't want to hear the answers, turn off this Liberty Mutual ad now. 12 months, a towel, piano. Enjoy being fully alert.
Liberty, 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 liberty. The one and only Monster Jam. Big air, backflips, and all-out racing. See the world's best drivers tear up the dirt in your favorite Monster Jam trucks. The fun begins at the pit party, where you can meet the drivers, get autographs, take pictures, and see the trucks up close. Get your pit party pass at monsterjam.com today. Must have valid event ticket to enter pit party. Restrictions may apply. Rules and activities are subject to change. Visit website for event details. Coming to Golden One Center this weekend.
On BritBox, your next hidden gem is right around the corner.
If you're going to be bold, here is the place to do it.
Get ready for Britain's most anticipated series, streaming exclusively on BritBox. Catch new seasons of favourites, including Ludwig, starring David Mitchell.
You want someone to get murdered?
And the eagerly awaited new adaptation of Agatha Christie's iconic detective duo, Tommy and Tuppence.
Do you think we're actually really good at this?
Stream the best of British TV on BritBox. Watch with a free trial.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
KHTK HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
Sactown Sports 1140, your local sports leader.
The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
Tell me why. Hello. Final hour. Matt George going solo today. I don't know why. Find out what Kayla's doing.
Me, Maddie.
Maybe he's just she's getting a 3-day weekend in.
Do you happen to see what Tyrese Halliburton said on the Numbers on the Board podcast?
As a matter of fact, it's funny how we
Chris Berlot is the king.
I actually didn't mean to play that there.
I was just watching that during the break. Do you have it? Because I can get it. He was talking.
Yeah,
about,
go ahead and get it.
He was talking about. Look, I have always. This isn't a big deal, but I will admit, as somebody who's often fought with you over Tyrese Halliburton and why you're not a fan anymore. This is kind of a little bit. How do I say? I don't want to be disrespectful. Douchey? Is that
delusional?
Well, dang, I got to retweet this because it's not showing up in my likes.
Check out
Matt George. All right. Well, I don't know why the hell this isn't showing up. He's on this podcast. He's talking about his. Fine, I'm unretweeting it. He's talking about his first game back and how the NBA put out the schedule. And, well, you listen for yourself. You make your own judgments here.
Name any other person that you compare to my level
of a basketball player, wherever you have me ranked, if they tore their Achilles and missed 16 months, do you think that game would be on national television?
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably think so?
Sure. Yeah.
Do you think that game would be at home if not on national television?
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think that game would be at New Orleans?
Wait, what?
Oh, your first game? Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
When I saw schedule, I was like, oh, wow. Not shout Trey Murphy, love my boy Trey. Not New Orleans, but I was shocked to see that. But we move on.
Two things.
I need you to open up your ears and hear this. Nobody wants you here. They never wanted you here. That whole locker room's afraid to say it. Not me. So get out.
Two things. Number one, he's right. He's right.
Is he?
I think he is. I think when you have one of the young stars of the game coming back from an Achilles and it's opening night, if not on national TV, it's at least at home. If this was a lot, I mean, I could name 20 guys right now. Odds are, even if he's not right, let me put it this way.
I would say he's not right.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay.
Why would national television want to see a Pacers game? They were one of the worst teams in the league last season.
But
time that they went to the finals, they lost players from that. And they didn't even get a rookie this season. They didn't get a first-round pick, which they could have.
I would say they sucked last year, but I think a large part of that was Tyrese Halliburton being out. They were the surprise team and the darlings of the NBA the year before. He's one of the brighter young talents. Let's not sleep on Tyrese Halliburton. I'll tell you what, dude. We could argue this. Let's not argue it. Let's just, for the fun of it, assume that I'm correct and you're wrong. Just in this world. You still don't say it. You still don't go on a podcast or any other thing and you don't say it.
You don't say it because then you have people like me saying, like, your team is trash.
Yeah, there's no or I think more than the thing you're saying, I think people are going to say, dude, how pompous are you?
But, like, next season, do you think that they'll be better than the Knicks?
You're asking me if this coming season, do I think they'll be better than the Knicks?
The Pacers.
I honestly don't. I don't know. I listen, I'm not being a cotton ball here. If you'd have asked me 2 years ago, would the Pacers be in the conference semis, much less a quarter away from winning the championship, I would have said you're high. I don't know. Now, they did lose Miles Turner. That is a big freaking deal. There's no doubt about that. But I'm of the thought I like Ivica Zubac. I really, really do. You're talking about a team that's going to be a healthy, you would think, Halliburton, who's hungry and motivated. Nembhard, Nesmith, both underrated players, good glue guys. Siakam and Zubac, who I think Zubac may fit that system better than Miles Turner did. I'm not saying look. If you're asking me if I was in Vegas who's going to win more games, I would say the Knicks. Of course I would. But I'm not going to stand on 10 toes on that. I'm really not.
Man.
But you're looking at last year. They were in such tank mode, they got fined for it.
But do you think that they're just Tyrese coming back, they're going to get 50 more wins?
Well, do I think just Tyrese? I do not. Do I think the combination of Tyrese and Zubac and the fact that that's the position he plays and the whole offense runs through him and he is a massive, the gravity he has that's going to improve everybody else? I don't know. What do I honestly think the Pacers will do? I think they'll be a top 5 seed.
But then, okay, if I look at the East and just go through storylines and stuff like that, you've got the Celtics who are trying to make a comeback. You've got Giannis go into the Heat. What's that going to be? You've got the Knicks that they've won the championship. The Pistons, they're so good. They're the best team in the East, but they didn't make it in the playoffs. So will this be the time that they make their full run?
Yeah.
Are those less than Halliburton coming back?
Not necessarily, but I also think let's not make the mistake of saying there's no way you're going to put a Pelicans and Pacers game on national TV opening night. But I think part of his complaint was probably, why is my return not? Who is? Do you have it in front of you? Who are the Pistons playing opening night? Sorry if you closed it. I can find it out. I want to do this right here. I don't know who they're playing. Well, let me see. Tuesday opening night. The Pistons are playing the Celtics.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe he's thinking, hey, schedule makers, how about Indiana opens against the Celtics?
And by the way, the big one that I didn't mention, LeBron going to Philly.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah, opening night is Celtics, Pistons, Sixers, Knicks, Thunder, Spurs.
You're not touching the Sixers. You're not touching the defending champion Knicks. I can make arguments. You got the the Celtics for the first time without Jaylen Brown. You got the Pistons who had the best record in the East last year. By the way, they already have lines out. Hey, Chris. Who's favored? Pistons hosting the Celtics, 12 p.m. NBC, Tuesday, October 20th.
Pistons 2.5.
You know what? I'm going to give you a half a point. Pistons 1.5. Well done. Knicks host the Sixers.
Knicks 5.5.
I will give you another half a point for a full point. Knicks 4.5. Finally, the Spurs host the Thunder.
Spurs 1.5.
You know what? You did quite well, dude. You did quite well. You did so well that part of me is going, did you just have that up and you purposely threw off the first two by a point, which would make you sound smart but also not raise my hackles? That's how well you did. So if you didn't cheat, that's very, very well done. Yeah, that's kind of goofy, dude. That's kind of goofy of Tyrese Halliburton. I'm not a massive fan of that. Come on, goofus. The Field of Dreams game, as they call it.
The Netflix having these baseball game, like this baseball content, they have done an awful job of.
They really, really have. They really, really have, dude. I completely agree with you. You guys, you paid so much for this stuff. Could you maybe do better at it? Because it really is a tough watch, dude. The Field of Dreams game, I love the idea of it. It's all about the romance of baseball, which I believe is the most romantic sport we have. Twins and Phillies. 26 members of the Hall of Fame emerging from the outfield corn on the farmland where that movie was made. In what year did that movie come out?
1989.
1989. That is correct. Absolutely correct.
Matt Damon and Ben Affleck's first movie.
Oh, God, I forgot about that.
They're extras in the Fenway Park scene.
Mike Schmidt and Steve Carlton. Jim Catt. Joe Mauer, Burt Blyleven. Burt B. Home Blyleven. Shout out Chris Berman. Andrew Jones, Harold Baines, Fred McGriff, Adrian Beltre, Andre Dawson. Larry Walker, Cal Ripken Jr., Ivan Rodriguez, Jim Thome, Scott Rowland, Tony Perez, Tony La Russa, Jeff Kent, Ferguson Jenkins, Joe Torre, our own CC Sabathia, Billy Wagner, Raleigh Fingers, Lee Smith, and Trevor Hoffman, all Hall of Famers. All Hall of Famers, all 26 of them, came out from the corn, which is about 1/3 of the still living Cooperstown contingent.
Hey, we consider you guys ghosts.
You think any of them thought, do you think, obviously if they were there, right, do you think anybody turned it down like Prince turned down We Are the World because they just weren't rocking with that?
Oh, it would have been incredible if Barry went in the same year as Kent.
I know. So one note from that I caught recently, and it's a good time to bring it up. I think Field of Dreams is borderline a perfect movie.
Whoa.
I know it's no Happy Gilmore 2. I mean, it is Happy Gilmore, but it's better. Hey, Field of Dreams.
Are you sure you want to go that far? Field of Dreams is better than Happy Gilmore 2?
Better than Happy Gilmore 2. But like almost all, if not all fans of Field of Dreams, there is one gripe we all have, and that is the final scene of the movie. The final scene of the movie in which John Kinsella, father-son, Ray Kinsella, finally meets.
Is this heaven?
It's Iowa.
Iowa?
Could have sworn it was heaven. Is there a heaven?
Oh, yeah. It's the place dreams come true.
Great soundtrack. Great score. Boom. Hit it. Looking over the house, the field, his wife and kids on the porch swing on a summer Iowa night as he turns back to his father.
Maybe this is heaven.
Good night, Ray.
Wait for it.
Good night, John.
Long handshake. Music builds as they slowly let go. And here it comes.
Hey, Dad? You want to have a catch?
I'd like that.
Now listen, I don't know where the wank motion originated. But if somebody told me that somebody did they did that in 1989 while walking out of the movie theater and hearing or during that scene, I would believe you. It always bothered me and so many others. Who the hell says, do you want to have a catch? Well, I dug up this old quote from an interview with Kevin Costner 5 years ago, and I don't know why I hadn't seen it before this week. And he was asked about that. Quote, I had a long discussion with the Field of Dreams director about that. I guess that's an East Coast thing, have a catch. Because I read that and immediately it was like fingernails on a chalkboard to me. And I always said to my dad, let's play catch. And the director said, no, it's have a catch. He was very detailed about that idea. It was a weird thing. I had to get my arms around it. It was almost like I had to learn how to say it. Now, look, I know that there's a lot of feelings and passion, and for good reason, when it comes to artificial intelligence and the use of it. But honestly, is anybody objecting? Is anybody objecting to somebody going back and just changing that one line? Like, we'd never notice. Just change it to, hey, Dad, you want to play catch?
Hey, Dad, you want to play catch? No, it'd be, you want to play catch?
Like I said, nobody would know. Nobody would notice it. Do you want?
Now that I'm thinking about it, I never said play catch. It was always play some catch.
Really?
Want to go play some catch? Yeah, let's go play some catch.
It doesn't sound right to me.
Because just play catch doesn't sound right to me.
Hey, you want to play catch?
Yeah, that doesn't sound.
Let's go play catch.
Let's go play some catch. I don't know why that makes it. You can't catch.
It doesn't sound right, but it does sound worthy of a poll. Is it play catch, play some catch. I'll acknowledge maybe, and everybody has their own.
It was never have.
Yeah, we all know that.
I know I'm shamelessly pumping the poll here.
We know that. Nobody, an East Coast thing. Look, I mean, we're obviously West Coast. Shout out.
Yay.
Holding it down. But, yeah, now we're getting, from the 408, throw the ball around. Yeah. Hey, Dad, you want to go have a catch? Sure, son. Honestly, you know what that sounds like? Saying, hey, Dad, do you want to go have a catch sounds exactly like Judd Nelson's character when he was making fun of, what's his face? Not Philip Michael Hall. What the hell was his name? The Nerd in Breakfast Club? Anthony Michael Hall. When Judd Nelson was making fun of Anthony Michael Hall's character talking to him, hey, Dad. Yes, son.
Smoke up.
Smoke up, Johnny. Yeah, but what about you? Stupid.
I would say, why was Doc forced not to leave?
Why was Doc?
Yeah, remember when when the kid was choking and he comes and saves the kid? Like, oh yeah, he gave it up. He can't go back.
Yeah. Why was he forced to leave?
Yeah.
Because he crossed the line.
Yeah, but why is that a rule?
No, man.
I think they were upset that he cost them a ghost. They're going to have a kid ghost. That's what I believe.
You believe that Archibald Moonlight Graham was forced to give up on his dreams of baseball after one at-bat and a sacrifice fly because he saved the little girl from choking on a hot dog after Kevin Costner and Timothy Busfield were arguing. And heaven, or the powers that be, rejected his baseball career hopes because they had already made a room for her.
Yeah.
They had worked it into the budget for the month. They had displaced other ghosts. Let's explore that real quick with the minute we have left. He gets to the line, sees the foul line, realizes what it means. And he knows if he crosses the line, he's screwed. So he doesn't do it, but he starts yelling instructions.
Interesting.
To Kevin Costner on how to do the Heimlich maneuver. But in a twist, Costner doesn't pull it off properly. Girl dies in front of everybody. Do they carry her out into the corn and does she disappear? How do you work that ending in? And by the way, does old Terrence James Earl Jones opine on it? Do they still open?
Baseball
was more important than the life of a little girl. That would honestly change the tenor of the whole movie. Now you're kind of going.
Now, the Heimlich maneuver wasn't invented until 1974, so Doc wouldn't know the Heimlich.
Oh, he wouldn't. Oh, but he knew the tried and true clap her on the back real hard. What did they do before the Heimlich maneuver? Take like a fishing hook?
Try some opium.
Yeah. Somebody needs to bleed them quick.
Oh, no, she can't breathe. Get the leeches.
They're putting leeches on their necks. This is so morbid, dude.
You need to have her eat more food to push it down.
They're sitting there with a chopstick just trying to... I, for one, am glad Archie Graham crossed the line. I am. I think it made for a much better movie. And I'd like to think that she grew up and... here's a question. That was 1989. Well, you got to guess. I mean, obviously, Costner's still, they're all still around, right? But would she be running the show now? Would she be taking over would they have sold yet? By the way, if Field of Dreams was real, how long until Disney bought it and turned it into a theme park with like baseball Ferris wheels?
No, I think someone's burning that down. You have Okay, we can now show ghosts are real. Remember, you can never they're real.
That's actually true. Somebody is vandalizing that thing. That corn's going up like gas was poured on it. Screaming ghosts everywhere, burning to death as the credits roll. I got your Field of Dreams. Why did Whitey send me 3 minutes ago? What about Field of Dreams? Have a catch. What? What is the context I'm missing here? He sent that to you too. What is that?
Yeah. What about Field of Dreams? Have a catch.
What is it?
You forgot the boo part.
Yeah, well, I didn't. Yeah, honestly, because I so didn't understand it that I was afraid it was something like a reference I didn't get that was really bad, and I didn't want to blow him up on the private text line. Did he just miss the first part of the segment, do you think? Or are we missing it? Or is he telling a joke that's over both of our heads? We'll find out during the break. What's on deck? And then don't forget, we got Friday fun and games and celebrity birthdays. Final half hour of the week next. But first, step up to the pros. So yeah, step on up to those pros with Pest Pros. That's right, bros and sisses. Carmichael Dave. More than just pest control. Building people, supporting the community, giving back every chance they get. That's why I love them. Huge Kings fans, loyal listeners, and they just so happen to have the best pest protection company in the entire city. Look, no offense or you know what? Actually, everybody says that. I'm gonna take that back. Offense and disrespect to other pest control companies. You guys should just close your doors. Find something else. No offense, but bend the knee, because Pest Pros, there's no negative. Great pricing. Effective work. They came out to my house. We haven't had a peep, a squeak, a scratch, a buzz, nothing. Gone. And they're local. They give back to the community. Like I said, massive Kings fans. Don't believe me, the nasally, drony paid shill. Go to Yelp. Go to Google. See how they've been the back-to-back Sacramento favorites for Best Pest Control. 2025 winner for Best Customer Service overall. Come on, man. What do you want? You want amateurs or do you want pros? Step up to the pros. Get the best pros. The Pest Pros. Step up to the pros.com. Tell them Carmichael Dave sent you. We're back with the final half hour next.
Football is back.
This is Sactown, baby!
And Sactown Sports 1140 is your home for primetime NFL games this season.
This is Kevin Harlan of Westwood One. Catch all the NFL primetime action.
Catch Monday, Thursday, and Sunday night football, international games, the NFL playoffs, and the Super Bowl right here on Sactown Sports all season long. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-330-8323 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-330-8323. That's 800-330-8323. What do you have to lose? Call 800-330-8323. Again, 800-330-8323.
There she goes, first solo drive.
Are we ready for this?
Absolutely.
Our AAA agent, what are you doing here?
Well, same as always, helping you protect what matters most. Like when you added her to your auto policy, or when you switched to AAA insurance and saved.
So you've been here the whole time?
Yep, plus we're available 24/7 for claim support, in case you ever need it.
Shouldn't she be home already?
It's been 12 seconds.
Visit AAA.com/insurance to get a quote today.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
Seems as though casual players are always trying to balance the desire to hit the golf ball farther with shooting lower scores. Whether you hit a 270-yard drive or miss a 12-inch putt, they both count a stroke on your scorecard. Some of us will never hit the ball 270 yards, and trying normally leaves us well short and well right of the target. Seems as though improving our putting might be an easier way to shoot better scores. Putting is about confidence. It's about feeling the greens, seeing the line, visualizing the ball going in the hole, and making a confident stroke. Harvey Penick says, never, repeat, never allow yourself to think about what's riding on the putt, whether it's a major championship or just a 50-cent wager. Hit the putt as you've hit 10,000 putts in the past. Concentrate on imitating your final practice stroke, not on what will happen if you either miss it or make it. A positive mind will cure a lot of ills. Think about it. Really, think about it. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is going to be fun.
It's time for What's on Deck. Brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing.
What's on deck? A lot of stuff, but that doesn't answer your question. Let's start. In the world of golf right now, playoffs underway. Jordan Spieth, amongst others, at the top yesterday. Spieth is just through one, but he did birdie it. He's up to 6 under. Sungjae M comes up with he is a 4 under right now, following up a 66 yesterday. He's 8 under par. That's a 2-stroke lead on Jake Knapp. Adam Scott in there. Look at him. And Jordan Spieth, all at 6 under par. But again, Spieth just getting underway. Defending champion Tommy Fleetwood, even through one. He is 4 under. Some other notable names: Scotty Scheffler, 2 under. He will tee off. Well, he's probably teeing off right now, 9:30. And then where is? What am I missing here? Where in the hell? Oh wow! Where is? I must have missed it. Oh my God! No, I didn't. Rory McIlroy with a 4 over, 74 yesterday. Woof! You got to turn your mic is on. Hey, can you turn his mic on? Thank you. 4 over, 74. Yikes! That was just one better than Akshay Bhatia, who was 3 under 3 over yesterday, 5 over now on 11. So he will be going home. Be interesting though. I love seeing Adam Scott and Jordan Spieth. No offense to anybody else up there, and we'll see if Tommy Fleetwood, who is 4 back, just getting started, can be the first ever to repeat. By the way, a lot of questions, Chris. Going back to your conversation where you were actually rooting for the little girl choking in Field of Dreams. To not be safe. It sounded like you were
putting
rooting.
the options out there.
Question from the 408. Would that little girl be alive today? Probably not. Feel like she would have done something else dumb. He crossed the line for nothing.
Well, she knows ghosts exist. Maybe she says, hey, I like baseball.
I like baseball. By the way, you've seen every movie. I wanted to ask you a couple of questions here. Have you've seen Uncle Buck, right?
Of course.
Sleepless in Seattle?
No.
Really? 200 Cigarettes?
Nope.
Volcano?
Of course.
Oh, of course. I haven't seen Sleepless in Seattle, but I've seen Volcano. Veronica Mars?
No.
No. Did you see that Springsteen movie?
No.
No. Man Without a Face?
Sounds familiar.
All I Want to Do? Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyways. Many, many others. Well, they all starred, amongst others, the little girl from Field of Dreams.
Oh.
Did you know who she grew up to be?
No.
Gabby Hoffman.
Natalie Portman.
Gabby Hoffman, the Screen Actors Guild Award, good morning, Matt, star of many, many, many films. And still to come, filming right now or in post-production, Deep Cuts and Time Out. Also on TV quite a bit. She was on The Good Wife. She was on Poker Face. She's on like 20 different shows and has done theater as well. And she was in a music video with Sia called Mastermind or Unstoppable. So the little girl from Field of Dreams went on to have a pretty dang good career, Matt. Good morning.
Yay her.
Yay her, right?
Yay her.
I'm glad she made it.
I'm happy for her.
What? Why are you alone today?
Kayla decided that she deserved a 3-day weekend, and I'm sure as hell not going to say she.
No, well, I wouldn't.
Nope.
I wouldn't tell her.
But when I pointed out that she was doing a 3-day weekend in a way that was like, hey, you deserve to take a 3-day weekend after I left you alone for a week because I was sick.
Yeah.
And she got angry at me and passive aggressive at me like I was saying that she needed to take a vacation.
Kayla, God, you know what? I don't like having fun when she's not here. That's not fair. But I will tell you, Kayla getting angry and passive aggressive, that is honestly the most surprising thing I'm going to hear
Doesn't
all day.
happen.
Also, what are you drinking? Is that Hawaiian Punch?
It's like I don't know.
Is that a Hawaiian Punch energy drink?
It is.
Those things don't tear you up?
Those are some of the few that actually work.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think they're good, but
I just every time
listen, some days I need it.
I've had a Red Bull once, and I felt like I just drank a gallon of methamphetamine.
I hated energy drinks for the longest time until I worked in news at night, and I had a show at 11 o'clock, and it'd be 9 p.m., and I'm hitting a wall. Yeah.
Ever consider? There's this one drink that's very popular with people. It's called coffee.
No? Most coffee doesn't do well with me.
Oh.
Either doesn't work or
hurts your tummy.
Doesn't sit well.
I don't like the taste of it.
Sure, that's what it is.
I can't say anything, dude. I put like a cup of creamer in there. Celebrity birthdays brought to you by Crumble Cookies. My friend Eric texted me saying, "You're an idiot. It's have a catch." Come on, man. Well,
where's Eric from?
Well, here's all you need to know about Eric. He runs an IT company. I'll just leave it there.
What does that mean?
It means he probably, like most IT people, spent a good portion of high school looking at the bottom of a trash can. What's he got to say about baseball? Get out of here. Actually, I say that about Eric. This is the same dude that the last time I played 2 years ago when I played in the Easter Seal Celebrity Tournament at Ansel Hoffman, he shows up late, walks onto the tee. We had all teed off. We were about to drive away. He pulls up in a cart. Skirt. Hey, guys, sorry I'm late. Is pulling his ball out of his pocket and teeing it up while he's walking, all in one motion. Does not take a practice swing. Came straight out of the car. Hit it straight down the middle, 336 yards. We measured it.
Nice.
It was. I've never been more angry on a golf course.
You kind of, except for the hitting the ball straight and really far, you kind of did that on Wednesday. You pulled up to the tee box like right before.
I was like over the putting. I got there an hour early.
Well, because we were wondering where you were.
Yeah, I got there an hour. I was watching you guys from the putting, and you were. But I think maybe your prescription was not allowing you to see me on the putting because I was like waving at you.
I just wasn't expecting to see you.
Yeah, I got there an hour. I hit a full large bucket of balls, dude. Didn't help.
Yeah.
Celebrity birthdays, Christopher Ladd.
On this date, in what year did the movie Straight Outta Compton come out?
Go for it.
By the way, have you guys seen that video floating around this week from the pre-show on Jimmy Fallon where Ice Cube and the Roots do Straight Outta Compton? Yeah. Oh, dude, it's so awesome. I don't know where the hell. Apparently, that's an old clip. I don't know where the hell that's been. That is awesome.
It's fine.
Shut up. 2000 and it's gonna be older than I think. Say 2016.
I think it's 2013.
Dave is closer. It came out in 2015.
Okay. And by the way, Dr. Dre's soundtrack to that is phenomenal. It doesn't get enough love. Back to you.
Happy birthday today to Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson is. Give me a second here.
Do the math.
65.
68.
Matt is closer. He is 67 today. Happy birthday today to Mike Vrabel.
Oh.
Mike Vrabel is 45.
Say big 5-0.
Matt is closer, 51.
Wow.
Happy birthday today to Mila Kunis.
Oh, God, I had a massive crush on Mila Kunis. Family Guy.
What happened?
What do you mean, ew? I like her.
When did you start liking her?
Oh, am I going down some road here?
Well, we'll find out when we find out how old she is.
Mila Kunis is 43.
Really?
Probably not.
Oh, boy. 39. She's older.
We have a correct answer. 43 years old.
Thank you. It's not a huge difference.
I said it depends on when you started having a crush on her.
I started having a crush on her maybe like 2 years ago. Who's next?
Because you said Family Guy, which came out in 2000, which she was 17.
Ooh, awkward.
I was like 15. What do you want? Back to you.
Happy birthday today to Halle Berry.
Halle Berry is also. I would say this if it was Harry Berry, then the girl thing. She is aged phenomenally, man. She looks so young. Good for her, dude. I always liked Halle Berry. She is 53.
I'm pretty sure she's the big 6-0 today.
Really? No, please don't.
We've got a correct answer.
Oh God, no! Seriously?
Carmichael Dave.
Oh, thank
is
God.
wrong.
No,
because she is 60 today.
What a roller coaster of emotions that was.
Because I remember like a month ago, randomly looking like her age up, and she was 59.
Interesting. Just looking up Halle Berry. Late at night.
That was a little bit interesting.
On private mode.
No. I watched 007 Die Another Day.
Jeez. Okay, happy birthday today. Oh, Matt's got this one in the bag. Happy birthday today to Kofi Kingston.
Oh, Kofi.
You go first then, since you got it in the bag.
Kofi Kingston is...
Part of the New Day.
New Day? Did you see their video that
I did.
Xavier Woods released? Sorry. Kofi Kingston is... He's going to be older than I think. I'm going to say 42.
Nope, 43.
Dave's first one right today. He is 45
Second
today.
one right today. I got
Damn
the first one right.
Oh, you did get straight.
Wrestlers are always
Get it
good.
right.
Happy birthday today to Dave's favorite player, Tim Tebow.
Tim Tebow.
Dave, massive Florida fan.
Love me some Florida Gators. Don't isolate that.
Gator boy.
Son of a...
He looked me right in the eye and knew exactly what was going to happen.
Dave
You're
loves
lucky
the
my
Gators.
computer is screwed today.
I
so
love
I can't
that.
grab that.
Dave loves it.
41. Nope, 40.
41.
I'm not right, but I'm. If anything, he's younger.
Are you sure you don't want to change that back to your original one?
It's 40. Stick with it.
I said 40, didn't I?
No, I know. He's trying to get you to change it
No,
to 41.
I'm sticking with it. What was my original one?
41. You literally just said it.
I thought you said 41.
He just did it after you said 41. He's trying to steal it.
You're old.
40.
Dave, you're closer. He is 39.
Damn it, Chris.
Yeah. Okay. You good?
Yeah.
All right.
Great.
Friday Fun and Games, Chris Verlot style, coming up as we wrap up the week next.
SactownSports.com is your online home for sports in Sacramento. Dive deep into the Kings, 49ers, Raiders, Giants, Athletics, and more with your favorite local personalities and some of the most trusted sports voices in the community. Stream Sactown Sports 1140. Watch original video content and read in-depth analysis all in one location. SactownSports.com. Your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Heartburn. Quick, Alka-Seltzer. Because nothing is worse than heartburn after a long day. When you're finally off the clock, dinner's done, feet kicked up, kids asleep, and boom, heartburn tries to steal the moment. Quick, Alka-Seltzer. Because nothing works faster for heartburn relief. The effervescent tablets start neutralizing acid in seconds, so you can sit back, relax, and unwind from your day. Next time heartburn hits,
Quick, Alka-Seltzer.
use as directed.
If your passion is bass fishing, only one radio show has the action, information, and excitement of your favorite outdoor sport. Ultimate Bass, hosted by Tournament Bass Pro and California Outdoor Hall of Famer Kent Brown, takes you live to where the fish are biting every Saturday morning. Only Ultimate Bass feeds your passion with the latest news, products, tips, and advice from the pros. Ultimate Bass with Kent Brown, Saturday mornings at 5 a.m. on Sactown Sports 1140, part of SEP's Saturday Morning Outdoors.
The IRS finally caught up with Louie.
I hadn't paid my taxes in 8 years. I owed the IRS a lot of money.
Louie was in deep trouble.
We're going to take your house, put a lien on your bank account, garnish your pay. They don't care. They're going to take your paycheck.
Louie found out about Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $3 billion for their clients.
Optima Tax, they help me. They calm me down. They make me feel comfortable, and I trust them.
Louie has a lot to be thankful for.
I don't owe the IRS anymore, and I'm able to live a comfortable life, a lot better life. It was because of Optima Tax.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation. Take it from Louie.
If you owe the IRS, don't go it alone. Give Optima Tax a call. They can help you.
Call 800-375-2322. 800-375-2322. 800-375-2322.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
This is Sactown Sports 1140.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave.
What's up? It's Matt George.
What's good? It's Alan Stiles.
With the most trusted voices in the community.
This is Jason Ross.
Hey, it's Kayla Anderson.
It's Whitey Gleason.
Ready to help promote your business, both as partners and customers. All you have to do is ask. Pick up the phone, dial pound 250 and say, grow my business to get connected with a team member today. That's pound 250 and say, grow my business. Our team will review your product, quickly pair you with a perfect endorser, and create video and audio samples, all at no cost or obligation to you. With the most live and local on-air lineup, a dynamic content-driven website, and a state-of-the-art mobile app, Sactown Sports 1140 is tailor-made to help you connect with a sports audience in Sacramento. So why wait? Dial pound 250 today. Say, grow my business, and let us help take you to the next level.
We have finally made it to Friday.
Let's end your week the right way with Friday Fun and Games
On the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Friday Fun and Games. Friday Fun and Games. Dave just came back.
Friday
He's
Fun
ready for some games.
Friday Fun and Games. Brought to you by filling the airtime. Yeah, gotta fill it.
Uh-huh.
Very important news before we sign off and hand it over to you.
Breaking?
Well, no.
Oh.
But we spent some time talking about how Kevin Costner agreed with all of us that saying have a catch, nobody says that. Even though somebody in the replies, when we put out a poll, because Chris and I were saying, well, do you want to play catch? By the way, how would you say this? I don't want to lead you. If you go back to when you were a kid, little Matty George.
Yeah, he's got a kid.
I have a kid.
Okay.
And my son asks in a very unique way, but continue.
Okay, so I'm asking for when you were a kid.
Yeah.
More hair, bigger ears, little Matty George with a...
Very true. Bleach blonde, by the way.
Oh, really?
Bleach blonde.
I wouldn't guess that. And you asked your friend to go throw a baseball around.
Yeah.
How would you ask that friend? Hey, Fred.
You want to play catch?
Do you want to play catch?
Uh-huh.
Chris said that when he was, I didn't lead him in any way. He said, I would say to my friends, hey, you want to go play some catch?
I've heard that.
So we put a poll out. Is it play catch or play some catch? By the way, the first reply on there, why doesn't it have a catch? And I was like, because nobody says that and it's stupid.
Yeah. Never heard that.
77 votes in. Poll's only been out for a couple minutes.
Yeah.
79% of respondents say play catch. So, Chris, that must have been one of your little tiny Christian school things.
Yeah.
My son says, Dad, can you catch me?
Well, yeah, but that might mean, does your child...
No, but he means...
Isn't that what you said to your family when you had to learn how to fall?
No, my family taught me how to fall by putting pillows on the ground, completely encircling me, and pushing me down.
Also, How Can I Fall was a minor hit by the 80s band Breathe, following up their smash, Hands to Heaven.
I'm just saying, my family taught me you're supposed to catch yourself with your arms when you fall, and I did that and broke my wrist. So screw them.
Maybe that's what they wanted.
For me to break my wrist instead of crack my skull?
Maybe they wanted it better to break your wrist than crack your skull. At least you didn't have a
Debatable.
gallon of sunscreen in your eyes.
Hey, that happened on your show and you didn't remember that.
I didn't remember, no. All right, Friday Fun and Games. Jason Ross on vacation. Chris Rudd takes over the captain's chair for this one. What are we doing?
Well, this is weird because Campeo got it exactly right. We're actually going to be doing some Lord of the Rings trivia.
Let's go.
Oh, I'm screwed.
Come on.
I mean, Oh, we're not. No.
Why would we be doing a Lord of the Rings trivia?
I don't know, because maybe we're, now that I think about it, I was so surprised.
Because it's fun. Please, can we?
You shall not pass. That's what he said.
I'll say this. You guys are probably very lucky that Kayla isn't here, because I think she'd wipe the floor with you guys in this.
Okay.
We are getting into preseason. We're about to get ready in the NFL season. But right before that, we had NFL training camp. So what I'm going to do for you guys is ask you, I'm going to give you a location, and you're going to tell me which NFL team has their training camp at that city.
I like this.
So I'll just give you. So what I'll do is I'll give you just the city, no state. And you guys will try to guess it. If you get it without the state help, you'll get 2 points. If you need the state, you'll get 1 point.
I think the over-under on combined correct answers here is 3.5.
Should we team up?
So just
should we
for
work together?
Just to give it a talk. If I were to say Santa Clara,
I'd say the 49ers.
Raiders.
So Dave got it right.
Thank you.
So this is also gonna be speed. The first one to
all right.
First one to guess.
All right, 1-0.
But how do we go?
All right, so let's start with an easy one. Berea.
Juan Berea?
JJ Berea.
JJ Berea.
Dallas Maverick.
Who has their training camps in the city of Berea?
The Tennessee Titans.
Berea sounds very...
Oh, did you say BREA?
Yes.
Oh, the Chargers.
Well, that's not fair.
Well, I thought he said...
he's wrong.
Oh,
okay.
So...
I'm going to say the Rams.
Yeah, he's correct.
No.
Damn it, I thought it'd be one of the LA teams.
If I say Berea, Ohio...
Oh, the Bengals.
The Browns.
I had a 1 and 2 shot.
Matt.
Damn it. I had a 1 and 2 shot. I went in alphabetical order.
All right. How about we go with Westfield?
Westfield.
The Bengals?
Westfield. Let's go the Cardinals.
Let's say Westfield, Indiana.
The Colts.
Colts. That's not fair.
Dave with the point.
2-2. 2-1.
1-1.
It's 1-1.
Sorry.
Okay, so if I were to say Florham Park.
The Bears.
Kings.
Florham Park, New Jersey.
The Bills. No, the Giants.
The Jets.
Matt,
1 and 2 shots. Had a 1 and 2 shot.
I like this. This is fun.
All right.
Can we do Lord of the Rings trivia next?
We are going to go all the way to... I'll make this one easy.
Ooh, saying all the way to, so it's either far from here or far from New York.
It's very sarcastic.
Henderson.
The Raiders. This team.
Dave with 2 points.
Shout out Ricky
taking the
Henderson.
lead.
Talked about him yesterday.
Henderson, Nevada is where the Las Vegas Raiders have.
By the way, I have a question to the judge. Can I get 2 points there because I got his team?
I give you 2 points because you didn't need the...
Oh.
Hey, can you take away a point for him not knowing the rules?
How about you let me care about the points?
Sorry. Okay. Sorry.
All right. Flowery Branch.
Jesus.
That's not even a
Jacksonville
real
Jaguars.
city.
That's Florida ass.
Wait, who?
Jacksonville Jaguars.
The who? Say the last name again.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
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 Wow.
You want to have a catch? The Jaguars.
Jaguars is crazy.
There are 2 acceptable pronunciations of that word. Jaguar, or if you're British, Jaguar. Jaguars. Well, you're a Jaguar.
Flowery Branch.
Flowery Branch, Maryland, home of the Washington Commanders training camp.
Flowery Branch, Georgia.
Oh, the Falcons.
Dave.
Jaguars.
Shut up.
All right. This is an easy one. Englewood.
The Chargers.
Englewood, Colorado.
The Broncos. Hey, can I just say before Golf Temper comes out, I've gotten screwed twice on a 50-50. I'm 0-2. So whenever you're frustrated, you pulled your cord out. Hello. That's an HR violation. Back to you, Chris.
Jaguar.
All right.
Jaguar.
We are going to go all the way to Ashburn.
Oh, that is Ashburn, Washington, home of the Seahawks.
Matt?
Ashburn, Washington, home of the Commanders.
Ashburn, Virginia, home of the Commanders.
No!
He got it right for 2 points.
Hold on. He has
Matt's 1 point.
He got the wrong state.
He didn't get the wrong state, but he got the right team.
Don't worry about it.
What a Jaguar.
All right. We are going to go to...
That's bad.
Man, let's go to Latrobe.
That's the Steelers, Latrobe, Pennsylvania.
Dave, 2 points.
Thank you.
It's not a real place.
It's a beer.
You know what? I think Dave's doing pretty good at this.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you.
Over under 4.
You're an
Renton.
Renton?
I know where this is.
Let's go Baltimore, the Ravens. Maryland. Renton, Maryland.
I think it's Renton, Virginia, and I'll also say the Ravens.
What's the rent in Maryland?
Renton, Washington.
Seahawks. Sorry, man. You did it to yourself.
Okay, this is for 100,000 points.
The Jaguars.
Allen Park.
Oh, home of Mr. Styles. Allen Park, Illinois, the Chicago Bears.
Allen Park.
You got to show it a little bit.
I don't know, man.
There's like 40 states to choose from, brother.
Listen, Allen Park, I don't know. Home of...
1 in 32 chance.
Any old
Actually,
team.
less than that because we've done several teams.
Yeah,
the Cardinals.
Cardinals. There you go.
Allen Park, Michigan.
That would be the Detroit Lions.
Dave with the win. Completely blew out Matt.
Gross.
100,007 to 4.
Jesus, man. That's like the Kings on a Tuesday night this year. Wow. Over the line. What's coming up on the show today, buddy?
Piss off.
Matt George flying solo next. Hey, have a great weekend, everybody. Be safe. For Chris Verlot, I'm Carmichael Dave. Love you all. Bye-bye now.
Football is back.
This is